excuse for not being on.
Oh, I imagine he'll be here soon. Oh. He's often late.
And we're live.
Because he, hey, what do you know? I am broadcasting from my kitchen. Thanks.
We're still working on that.
Find out in a minute if we're actually live.
I like your sneaky approach, by the way.
I know, because I'm like, fuck it. It's 9 o'clock. We're going live. So, Seabart, why don't you go ahead and do the intro for us?
You do remember what happened the last time I did the intro?
Seabart, why don't you go ahead and do the intro for us?
Hello, are we even live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live.
Go out. Are we sure?
Don't worry, it's just rehearsal.
Refresh. Ah, crap, we are live.
Yes, we're live. The three of us.
Yeah.
And all we're going. Carrie is making dinner. Seabart is very confused, and I'm just trying to produce this shit. So.
Greens.
Oh, what are we doing there? What are we doing? Stir fry.
This is actually a little Brussels sprout saute.
Nice.
Courtesy mostly of Trader Joe's.
Hey, one of our sponsors. That's great.
Yep. Them right behind Drinkade.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, so here comes Mock to save the day, perhaps, for Seabart.
The
intro, because Seabart's dropping the ball.
I'm trying to get the links out. Jeez.
Dude, no. Fuck off, man. I said
you
pass the
one assignment.
This is Bub set.
Go.
Seabart for the intro.
We're live.
Yeah.
We've been live for a minute, 2 minutes.
Oh, sorry, I'm late. I was talking to the wifey.
No, you have excuses. That's fine. Blame Seabart.
All right.
Whatever.
That's the answer.
We're out for live. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey.
Welcome to the Arcade Hangout. This is a podcast, weekly podcast. So we talk about everything Tron toys and how much Mock hates Apple and.
Way to start it off strong, my friend.
It's
yeah,
the
I
Tron
bust
and
out my credit card last night or last week for the Apple thing.
What Apple thing?
Oh, while we were bashing Apple.
Oh, did you buy more like earbuds because you lost the other ones, and that's the only way to be able to plug into your phone?
I don't have that problem. the ongoing issue of all the problems you guys have with Apple that I just simply don't have. and my credit card.
Oh,
this is fucking nonsense.
Wow.
Anyway,
card.
So what was the last four numbers? I missed them.
This card doesn't have numbers on them. Go ahead and there you go.
Oh,
wait, shit! It's my
I just scanned that little. Yeah, I just.
Don't look at my last name.
It's Albuquerque.
It's K.
But there's no numbers.
Last name K. First name.
My
34.
last name is K. That's right. God damn it.
My last name is the Magic Man. And Carrie's last name is Z. And Seabart is 1987. Skynet.
I love the Skynet touch on that.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that because the laptop is Skynet. This is MCP. So I don't know where the Skynets come from.
Kind of
This is Tron.
I really
Terminator crossover thing.
Did we talk? Yeah, I forgot.
The cell phone's
we
named
talked
Vicky.
about the latest
robot.
the latest Terminator movie.
Well, so anyway, we're a cooking show podcast, and Carrie's making us some spaghetti carbonara.
Brussels sprouts. That's close.
Brussels sprouts, Green Giant style. I hope you put cheddar cheese in it.
Cheddar cheese.
It goes down so much easier.
Brussels sprouts when made correctly are delicious.
Oh my God! Somebody had them
properly baked. Yeah,
we had them for Thanksgiving, and that's one of them I'd skipped. I'm like, I'll just skip that. But I like green beans and some other stuff like that. But Brussels sprouts, I've just never had them good. I don't know. Maybe
Well, I live up in Brussels sprout world. Like they grow them in the fields within walking distance from me. And I originally resisted the Brussels sprouts. My mom still is not a Brussels sprouts person, but I love them. But they have to be they need to be cooked properly, have a nice caramelization.
Yeah, if they're just like boiled or steamed.
That's how I've had them.
Fuck those
no,
things.
Those are
That's just like
they're bitter and gross.
Yeah, that's like little nuggets of just fucking bitter
brains.
Yep.
They're like a little I don't know, like guinea pig brains.
But more bitter.
gross.
Guinea pigs are supposed to be really quite tasty.
I was going to say it's like something like Satan's toe jam, but yeah, all right.
Oh, okay.
By themselves they're awful, but if like you bake them or like do them
Put butter on them.
really good.
Put some good butter on there.
Well, but they
Yeah,
they
like
have
butter.
to have.
Like if you butter them up and deep fry.
Yeah,
And
if you
dip
fry
them in
them up.
ranch sauce, they're actually not so bad.
So much for being good for you at that point.
If you could do like the Buffalo Wild Wings, like hot sauce and deep fried, and they're actually okay. You can actually tolerate them.
Anyway, here we are at the Arcade Hangout. This is America's longest running arcade podcast. We talk about
Only
arcade
because of our
machines.
tenacity, not because of our quality.
Yeah. This is basically an excuse for us to get together once a week. A group of friends get together once a week. Excuse me, and talk about the games that we've collected, or games we're working on, or games that won't work that we're pissed off at and we want to roll down a mountain. And what else? We also talk about movies and
Tron
TV
figures?
shows
You get some
and
Tron
Tron.
figures? I don't know. I heard some Tron stuff.
I did get some Tron figures. I'll have to show that later. I guess Carrie has a get too, right? Yeah, so Carrie's got to talk about her get first. Actually, do you want to talk about your get after you do your dinner thing? Oh, Carrie's mic's off.
Yeah,
Carrie.
I was putting things onto a baking sheet. So yeah, so I will shortly. I forget things.
Okay.
Wait, I need to run downstairs real quick, but
Okay, go ahead. We'll wait.
be right back. Yeah, please.
I'll keep going with the
Wait
intro.
for me. I'll be right back.
I can wait. Oh, so anyway, Jim Bodini's just joining us. Last name Bodini.
Exactly.
Oh, I got to start up the IRC here. IRC. Here I come. Thank you, IRC, for whoever's in there that joins us every week. I know some people are in the IRC that don't even watch our show. They just go to the IRC and hang out. Necros. Hi, Necros. Let's see. Boom. Anyway, we're America's longest running arcade podcast. The end. And Jim's going to play a disclaimer.
What? I am? We haven't played it for weeks.
Yeah, well, let's play it. We always avoid it. Let's or forget it.
But Andrew has to present me.
Oh, he does? Maybe. Let me see if I can present you. Dude. No, I guess I can't. Let's see.
Oh, well.
No,
I
he's
could, well,
back.
he's back anyways. Oh, I got to figure out.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah, what did I miss? Flash?
Can you present Jimbo so I can do our disclaimer?
100%.
And then Carrie, if she's ready, we'll talk about her latest get.
Yep. It looks so sexy as a Flash.
I don't feel
That's
sexy.
a big Flash.
Let's see which screen. Oh, I need to share this one. Okay. And
Careful
All
of
right,
the
here we go.
portabs.
Please be advised that the broadcast you're about to watch has not been determined by any federal, state, or local authorities as being an actual show. The Arcade Hangout contains coarse language, stories of ill-advised conduct, and the occasional truly unfortunate nudity, the most common of which involves hairy ass cracks. Viewers and listeners of the Arcade Hangout will be subjected to the visual images and/or auditory sounds of chewing, drinking, vaping, and burping. Please note the hosts of Arcade Hangout may ramble ad nauseum, thus inspiring rage or boredom. Those sensitive to the broadcasting of such activities are advised to immediately cease and desist all participation in this podcast. As previously indicated, if you experience an erection lasting more than 4 hours, we ask you to please send us photographic evidence. And yes, you will be judged harshly. On behalf of all the hosts, we are sorry, but you have been warned.
I mean, so like breaking it down, how many dick pics have you guys been sent?
None. Thank
I know,
God.
none.
Yeah.
So
What the hell?
apparently, our audience
apparently,
is not as proud.
Enzyte is working. It's working great.
I was really hoping for a couple of dick pics.
I was hoping for like a video of a poop boner.
You know?
We haven't had that in a while. Oh.
What kind
Well, I think I'm still
what kind of
presented.
family show
Oh, yeah,
is
you are.
this?
Yep.
Yeah.
But you look marvelous, darling.
You,
Like this. I like the shirt.
you too? He looks.
I've
he
had
looks
this
very
for like
fast.
a year or 2 years or something like that. It's like I've gotten so used to not wearing it, like it's been tucked way back in like where all my normal shirts are, that I kind of forgot about it. And I'm like, what's this red? Oh yeah.
I have a more traditional sized one. Same shirt. It's
Oh
a,
yeah.
yeah, but it's the
Yeah.
logo's a little bit smaller.
It's about yay big,
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. It's about yay big.
You might be
Oh,
the
hey,
Flash, but I'm the
You-
Flash.
Yeah.
You are properly
You
big
can't
Flash.
mistake it.
Nah, looks great though. Love that shirt though. Is it like a little bit of an off red too?
Oh, I'm still
Like a
presented,
heather-
by the way.
Yeah, I'll fix that in a
but
second. But does it have a little bit of a heather kind of thing to it?
It's just a t-shirt. I don't know what.
But it's not like a solid, like hard tread. It's got like some.
Yeah. No, it's whatever you said. It's not like just a
Bright
solid
red.
red.
Yeah. It's got.
There's
some
like
heathering
white
to it.
little kind of
Yeah.
speckled in there or whatever.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's comfy.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
When I was on the plane yesterday, I saw there was a fellow a couple rows ahead of me who was reading comic books, and he opened up one of the comic books. And I saw the ad. He was just too far away for me to really make it out very well, but there was something for Shazam. Like, did that come back? Like, it looked like a live action thing. Is that a?
Yeah, that movie came out with Shazam.
Yeah.
About a year ago, maybe,
Oh,
There you
right?
go, yeah.
Or less, or maybe
Not
this
quite.
year.
Not quite. Yeah.
Okay.
It was,
Yeah, it was all right. It was.
I liked it. It was
yeah.
cute.
It was.
I mean, it's a cute story. The whole thing of like the kid,
yeah.
the power of Shazam, who's basically like Superman, but he's got the attitude of like a little kid kind of thing.
But the big question
it's
is there
magic.
is there a 70s RV in the show? Because really, that's Shazam would not be the same without the 70s RV.
True.
I was a big
Shit.
fan of Shazam and Isis. Yeah, I think Dave
Scat
from
coming up?
Buffalo was having.
Oh, Dave needs to come on tonight. I gotta talk to some
Yeah,
Pee-wee
where's-
into that guy.
Where is Dave? Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of which,
Oh,
yeah. So I was looking at so Jim, do you want to talk about the thing you posted in?
Yeah.
You should talk about that because like I think that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, and I got fucking lucky because I would not have even known about it had my sister not emailed me last night.
So did you get tickets? Wait,
Yes.
talk about it first, and then
Okay.
tell us about your tickets.
All right. So for all you, I should really have my sound bites all queued up here.
There's a few that we, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So
Paging Mr. Herman.
there is a tour for that Paul Rubens is doing. So for all you Pee-wee's Big Adventure fans and nerds, and if you just like, I mean, if you like Pee-wee, you're gonna like Big Adventure, the best movie like of all time. But so it's the 35th. They're coming up on. It's rolling over to the 35th anniversary of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and so Paul Rubens is doing like a tour where they're bringing that back to a select amount of theaters. I think there's 20 in 20 cities across the states.
Mhm.
And I've done stuff like this before. I did one with Bruce Campbell. He did when My Name is Bruce came out. And so the event's not so much about the movie as it is about to hear the person talk. And but the difference is that I fucking love this movie, so it's a little bit different. But so he's coming, he'll be there. So if you go to it's tour.peewee.com, it shows all the cities, and tickets started going on sale today, pre-sale tickets.
The VIP ones, the expensive ones, went out on sale.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And so Friday is when the general public ones go on sale.
Right.
But so my sister sends me an email last night, and all the subject line says, "Have you seen this?" And then it's got a link, and I'm just like, "What?" So so one of the cities is Minneapolis, and the theater isn't very far from me. It's a it's a big historic, restored, kind of Paramount type thing.
That's funny.
And
because actually the theater in Denver actually is a Paramount.
Oh no shit! Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway,
There's your day from
so
Buffalo.
yeah, so I was working my ass off because I didn't realize I had everything else set to go. And I had, by the way, they don't tell you what the price of tickets is in advance.
A lot of cities didn't. So if you clicked on a bunch of different cities beforehand, so when you posted that, I noticed that, and the Denver ones didn't talk about prices, but certain cities did.
Okay, because it wasn't even revealed until I got in, and fucking,
Yeah.
I hate Ticketmaster with a passion.
Yep.
And so I didn't know because in the past when I've looked at pre-sale or whatever, usually I'm like, it's not a big deal. They don't have like all these VIP packages and shit like that. Like when we went to
like
Chili
3
Peppers,
or 4 different packages.
there's 3, yeah. And so I was like, well, I want to see what this all entails. And what caught my eye was that you could do like a photo op thing. So by the way, I discovered or read that this is cell phones are basically banned.
Yep. They do the bags thing where like basically like you if you bring a cell phone to the event or a phone or a watch the event, they basically put them in the bag and that locks it down. It's like a Faraday cage. So it can't get reception, so you can't film it during the show. And if you get caught with a cell phone during the show, they kick you out. No questions asked.
Yeah. So I'll be leaving mine in the car probably, but it's kind of a bummer because it'd be nice to just at least just get a photo of like him on stage talking, just to be like, hey, look. Yeah.
But that's what the photo, you got to pay for the photo ops, and you can do that. But you gotta pay for it.
And so I was teetering like, well, first off, so this was a battle for me today because I didn't realize that they do these offer codes in order to unlock that shit.
Yeah.
So you actually have to like, if you weren't on the fan club thing on their website, which is free to sign up, apparently they sent out an email this morning before the tickets went on sale. So I'm like, well, I have no way to even buy these fucking tickets. I'm just like looking at them and I'm watching like some sell out. I'm like, this fucking sucks. So I went on to like so I'm not on Twitter, but I am. I only use it to complain. I use it for like if my internet goes out or UPS or something like that. I've used it for that because they respond to that really quick. So I was scavenging around there. I was Googling. I'm like, offer code, what the fuck? And finally, I think on their Facebook page, someone responded pretty quick. And then, then it came down to, all right, so me and Carrie, for sure, we're going to go. And then I have a buddy, a local friend that I used to work with. His name's Ryan. And he's about the biggest, he's about an equivalent Pee Wee nerd as I am. In fact, we're quoting that shit all the time. It kind of like Dave, same caliber. And
thank you.
So the 3 of us.
Dave's first words of the night. Thank you.
So I got tickets for the 3 of us, and then I realized that. By the way, I got VIP, but the leap from. So I got the
which
like
level?
Dave said,
shit, dude.
Well, so I right away I was like, I'm not doing the top one. The top one is like where you get to go backstage for a bit and all that
for 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes,
not to exceed.
And you get a signed
30 minutes.
And you get a signed print to a top of the photo thing. So I'm like, not that. So I was actually the base level VIP is about $119. And all the VIP seats are way up front. So we're like in row F. So we're like 7 rows back or something like that. And so I got the 3 of us tickets for that. And I was teetering. I was going back and forth. I'm like, because to get the next level, to get the photo op, to get the photo with them is jumps to $260.
I know, but you get to throw your fucking arm around Pee Wee and get a photo.
Well,
or maybe you could get him making a jerk off motion on your cock, right?
Yeah, you gotta do that. Yeah.
I mean, come on, for $270.
That's for the next level up.
I want to autograph the mug shot.
Like, what's the private like sex show jerk off thing?
All right. So here's what not to do if you're in a theater. So I was really I was going way back and forth when I knew it was the three of us, and I'm like, well, the problem is that what would suck is basically I was Ryan ultimately decided that he was just going to do the regular VIP, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then I was like, well, Carrie, I know that you're not as much of a Pee Wee fan, but I don't want to be the only guy in that row because like they're not. You can't mix and match VIP. They're all broken up into rows, and so I'd sit in front. They could sit behind me, but that'd be dumb. And so I'm like, I was going back and forth about that, and then ultimately I'm like, okay, that's just too much money. Like,
how big of a Pee Wee fan are you, Jim?
Yeah, not enough to spend $400 either. That's what the top level is, $400.
I know.
And there were a few seats of that left, but I'm like, he's gonna be telling stories and stuff. Like it'll be a good time regardless.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to go, Jim. I called my wife right after because Jim's like, I'm like,
so I talked to Dave. Yeah, I texted him.
and I'm like, because we can, she can fly for free. Me, it'd be $80. It's not free, but I could go because it's Delta. I could go free on American, but I have to go to Chicago and whatever.
Oh yeah.
So
wait, so do you talk about flying out to Minneapolis?
I was thinking about it for a second.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we were. I was like, Dave. We're in seats F5
seats next
through
to
F7.
Well, you guys should have just flown to Denver. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm being selfish.
Well, we don't. Me and the wife don't do much as far as like because of the kids. And this is the first thing.
Kids.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, because we haven't had like gone on vacation in a long time. We haven't done anything, and this is like. You want me to go to Minneapolis to see Pee Wee's Big Adventure? It was a little bit. If it was local, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. She lives on a plane, and that's if we're gonna. But I'm like, oh, I'd get to see Carrie, get to meet. It was just kind of. It'd be better probably if he had a party and we're just going to hang out versus this is what I'm bringing her to Minneapolis for. We're going to see Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Well, you can make a night out of it though too.
I was planning on it, but I need a
fancy night out to see.
I needed some time to smooth it over with her, not like you got to decide.
It would
now.
suck because so for a few reasons. So right after at the time that I booked our tickets, there were like 5 or 6 seats adjacent to us, in like F8 through F12 or whatever. And this is like 2 p.m. or whatever. I can't remember exactly when we were chatting, Dave, but it was right around then. So I'm like, I was watching it. I just had the thing up and because it's kind of live. And so I was watching, I'm like, yeah, the F8 and F9 are still available. And then when you were like, it's a tough sale. Then I'm like, oh shit, I need to call my dad because my dad's a huge fan too. And in fact, well, he's the guy who introduced me to the movie because I didn't obviously see in the theater. I wouldn't have remembered if I had. So
I did. I saw it in the theater. My brother and
my dad did too. Yeah. But we used to rent that movie all the time. So he knows all the references and stuff too. So I'm like, I try calling home and both my parents are retired, by the way. So I was shocked that, they could have been out and about or outside or something. I don't know, but they didn't answer their phone. And they're in their 60s. So sometimes they just don't even know what the hell's going on. But I didn't get an answer. And so I didn't leave a voicemail. And now in hindsight, I probably should have. So I emailed my dad because he's at his computer a lot. And no response. He responds just as I'm leaving work. And it was about half an hour after those tickets sold out. So like, he's like, and I was expecting him to say no because of the price. And he's like, count me in. I'm like, fuck.
So they're all sold out then.
Well, they're not. It's not sold out. But that row, yeah. I'm like, there's one single seat like at the end of the row, so he'd be 4 seats away from us. It'd be stupid. I'd feel terrible. So he's like, well, at least this way I don't have to try to convince your mother. But
the VIP, you get swag and you get to sit close. Is that what the bonus is?
Yeah. Yep.
But there's other seats in the theater. You're just not that close. So you're not getting any.
Yeah. The general seating and stuff is like $60 or something like that. And then it drops even down to like $30 some if you want to be way in the balcony or whatever. So there, yeah, it's just you get to sit up, and then like so the base level VIP that we got is you get we're up quite a bit because all the VIPs are up front, and so we're in pretty good spots. And then you get, I think on the site it says something about like a gift or something that's shipped to you, like what does it say here? Merchandise bundle. You get you get a super secret VIP gift item, whatever that means. It says it's shipped to you after the show.
Pee-wee's Playhouse laminated card.
Yeah, I haven't decided if because I'm gonna guess that if this is anything like when I went to see Bruce Campbell, that there's not going to be an opportunity to get any autographs or anything like that. But even so, I'm still considering bringing my Blu-ray sleeve jacket just in case, like just in the event that you never know. But I'm looking forward to it because he's supposed to be telling stories about the making of the movie, and so that'll be fun.
Cool,
And
I like it.
the fact that it's closed doors, maybe he'll tell some really crazy stories.
It's in your city.
Yeah, it's close.
I was like I'm like looking, I'm like, oh man. I'm like, what city? I mean, that would have been the one to go to because we're never going to get New York or any, like, I'm like,
okay.
This would be the one to, like, because, I'm sure we'll be able to, be less expensive.
Yeah, they must be doing so. VIP sales and pre-sales and stuff go until Thursday. The general seats go on Friday. And looking at how the VIP works is interesting because I'm guessing what they do is they only sell about half the VIPs at a time, because it's like one row, then one row's grayed out, then one row, then one's grayed out. Either that or they're allowing those to be sold during the general time.
Well, I still have tomorrow, Jim. I don't necessarily have to sit next to you.
Let
me I mean, I didn't really get.
You could sit right. Yeah.
We could be in the theater and talk about it after, that whole thing, because we're still going to hear him talk. Let me look at.
Well, my theory too is that if they open up row G tomorrow, because G is just grayed out, and like if you look at it, it's every other. And so if G is opened up like tomorrow or whatever, you could jump on getting like 2 seats right behind us.
What time is it? What time is it at?
7:30
p.m.
Central Time. Yeah.
All right, let me look here. Let me look. Buffalo.
PM, no, AM.
Shut up. That was the most.
That was a terrible question.
That was a very stupid question. That was all right. That was stupid. Yes. Hey, Andrew, why don't you make vacation, buddy? I was gonna tell Leo. I was gonna.
Oh, jeez, it's brutal.
Come on, be a man.
Dude.
Jim too. Jim. If I go to this, you have to come to vacation.
Holy shit! That's a trade.
Let me see here. Round trip.
Anyways,
I want to commit at some point to doing Mancation because
so do I.
There's no question. That sounds
Ardelli and Leo epic. And Super Stearns isn't making it this year. He's getting married. Too much going on or whatever.
He's getting married.
I think he's Mancation anyway.
Poker in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, you lose a bunch of money. It's no big deal.
No, it's you don't lose that much. Okay, 21st.
You don't lose that much.
No, we play 20-hour games. Let me see here. Round trip.
You saw the way I play poker. It's basically inviting me to just give you money.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just show up and hand you some money and let's just cut out the middleman.
Exactly the way I every single game of poker we played in fucking Fun Spot, I just wadded up a ball of 20s and just said, boom, there's my money. All right, I'll play a hand and then I'm fucking done.
Talk to Leo. It's way more. Okay, so let's see. What time would I have to? Oh man,
did Carrie talk about her pickup? Because I missed it.
Yeah.
Shit.
She talked about her pickups already?
What was it? I didn't know.
Oh, she didn't talk about it. There's no way. Did you guys just go on air?
Jim?
Yeah.
What?
30 minutes ago.
Oh, she talked about what she picked up already?
No.
Oh, she didn't?
No.
All right, Jim. We would take a flight at 10:22 a.m. Get there at 1:05.
Oh, that's
kind of
nerd. It is a Saturday, so I mean, like, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we could do a party bus thing where we drive up in a bus somewhere to, like, I don't know, some destination like Vegas or something.
You can hang out here, Dave, with at my place with Me and Carrie and
Now, what's the closest hotel to you, or motel, or well, not motel, hotel? How far?
let's see. Well, let's see.
Is there anywhere by where you live that the wife?
Yeah, just a couple miles, I'm sure.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not like a night's in or anything. It's respectable.
No, we're in Plymouth, so you can.
Okay.
And Plymouth isn't very large. I mean, like it's like 60,000, 70,000 people, but it's a nice suburb.
All right, let's see what the going home would be, because this is something we could do just for the night.
I told my dad, I'm like, if some opportunity presents itself now, if it was like a couple, when we can shuffle around and stuff, but if it was like you and your because Carrie obviously knows you, so the three of you could sit together, and then me, Ryan, and my dad could sit together too.
Oh, like the super fans?
If you guys were like behind us, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I can't see.
I have a feeling that road, like, that's how they're going to open up this stuff, like the next day or whatever. They're going or come Friday, road G is gonna. Anyways,
but I'll talk to her tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching the seats just in case someone like cancels theirs or whatever, and those seats next to us magically open. I'm so pissed I didn't try calling multiple times, but my dad came with when we went to see Bruce Campbell. That was awesome.
Dude,
I follow him on
amazing show. Like fucking
I follow
Bruce
him on
Campbell.
Twitter. He's supporting the troops right now, doing something in Afghanistan or something.
He's just as much of a character in person as he is.
Oh yeah,
and yeah.
He loves his
which
fans,
I'm sure Paul
though.
Rubens will be as well.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll be dressed up like.
Oh Jesus! Like, will he do the costume? Yeah, that's a good question.
I was actually wondering if I should dress up in my because I have a Pee-wee costume. I went a few years ago.
Why wouldn't you?
Spike my hair up like I used to.
I'm gonna dress up as Francis.
When I went
Francis,
I'm gonna wear that
Pee-wee Herman.
I want the one piece that he wore. Did he wear the one piece?
Yep.
I had my ex-wife do like makeup, to put some like blush on my cheeks and stuff too. So like I had like the real getup going. Yeah. The only thing I couldn't find at a good price, like you can't find loafers anywhere for like. I went to like every little thrift store looking for white loafers. It was impossible. So.
I like the Pee Wee Herman from the Cheech and Chong movies where he's all swearing and stuff like "fuck you, you fucking asshole." He swears in those. Yeah, he was still a. This is before Pee Wee was actual Pee. Well, actually, he does sort of a Pee Wee Herman routine in the movie. He's on stage for a little bit, but yeah, that's really early Pee Wee. He's the manager of the hotel in the sequel.
Oh.
Paging Mr. Herman.
Yeah.
The nonstop home next day is 8:30 p.m. Would give us. I mean, we could leave earlier, but we'd have to go through Detroit.
That'd be fun. For us to hang out.
I'll talk to her tomorrow. It was kind of she was doing the Christmas tree. You want to go to Minneapolis and see Pee-wee's Big Adventure? What?
Well, yeah.
Like we haven't been anywhere in forever. She wants to go on vacation, but that's not what she was expecting.
She was not expecting Pee-wee Herman as this.
We gotta
in Minneapolis where it's like sub-zero temperatures.
Oh, sweetheart.
Well, it'd be better
will you please take me to Minneapolis?
Yeah, it is March. Yeah.
We could go to the mall.
Oh yeah, we could watch the Mall of America.
It's not just any mall; it's the mall.
We actually were just there to get some exercise.
Yeah, because I can't be cooped up too long, or I go a little crazy. So. Oh my god! But it was the perfect night to go there because we went in the
Sunday,
evening. Yeah, and on Sunday evening at 7:00, the mall closes at 8. At 7, they do. They were doing photos with Santa with your pets.
Oh.
So it was like everybody could bring. And
There
so they're doing
was
every
this
Sunday.
endless like line of people with their dogs.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Some were dressed up. The dogs, the people also with the sweaters and the
Yeah.
antlers
So how
on
did
the
you dress
dog.
Jimmy?
Oh my god, it was so cute.
Yeah.
There were so
Was
many,
he
like,
wearing a hat or
Antlers.
some sort of cocker spaniel ears?
Yeah.
Why does it take so long before I get the notification that we went live? That's so weird.
Oh yeah, we went live about an hour ago.
We're
Yeah.
live.
For
35
some
minutes
reason,
ago.
like, yeah,
I still haven't got it.
I got it.
it's bizarre.
I haven't
Yeah.
gotten it.
It must just be the Zoom thing. I don't know. Or YouTube is just slowing my phone.
Mine came in, 35 minutes, 11 on the dot. Mine showed up.
Nice. Well, anyways, yeah. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. Seeing that movie on the big screen with a shit
Super
ton of
exciting,
fans. Like just that experience alone, where everyone is a big fan of the movie, will be fun. But then, I mean, that's the real reason to see Paul Rubens and hear him talk and stuff like that. And
I just want to hear like what he has to say about like what people has
Yeah.
questions.
By the way,
about.
if you guys have the DVD or the Blu-ray, great, fantastic commentary. Him and Tim Burton.
Yeah, ask him
Awesome.
like when he was in the movie theater if he had to like finish or did he finish or was it like after he finished?
Oh my god!
There's no way.
I posted.
Hold a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm not
thread
finished.
on Clav.
Dirty mock.
I posted a thread about this on Clav earlier today, and like the first response was, "Is there going to be a certain theater as part of the tour?"
You got to do the theater.
Yeah.
Is there a VIP expensive
Theater
where you
outing?
can go there and like jerk him off?
No, you just jerk yourself off. Everyone does it at the same time.
Oh, we do ourselves while he's doing himself.
And then we let the cops arrest us.
I know you are, but
I'm
what
in.
am I?
Let's do it.
Oh,
So that's I don't want to spend any more time on that, but that's pretty excited to have tickets for that. Bummer that so far that I haven't been able to get one for my dad, but keep tabs on that. If that row opens up, I think a big design factor will be if Dave, if you come out.
Yeah, then you can mix and match or do whatever. Say just get 3, and then there's your dad.
Carrie, we were talking about like if that row G, because they're kind of doing every other row. So I think to open it up. So like if Dave and his wife do actually get seats and happen to get them like behind us, then there would be a potentially get a third a ticket for my dad, and then I could sit with Ryan and my dad in that row, and then you could sit with Dave and his wife. Like that's kind of what
I
was
also
thinking.
have to check
cool.
the dance competition schedule.
I could.
Because I don't know, she didn't really probably pay attention with dates. I said that could be a huge factor too.
She was getting over her shock.
Yes, like what?
Just how romantic you are, Dave.
You want to go? It's like I once tried to make her go to. Well, we did go. She agreed. They were doing. Oh God, what's the movie with Woody Harrelson? The bowling movie.
Oh yeah, Kingpin.
They were doing a Kingpin thing at this theater. This nice super old movie theater, and it was like they were gonna have comedy before, and she's like, I didn't even like that movie the first time I saw it, and I'm like, come on, it'll be fun.
Just pull a Chevy Chase from Vegas Vacation where he's like trying to get her to go to Vegas. She's like, I don't know, that's not really romantic. He's like, well, I'm gonna also renew our vows.
But we went and it was canceled. But she was like, I can't. We're driving there, like, I can't believe you're making me go to this. I didn't even like the movie the first time I saw it. But she likes Pee-wee. She likes Pee-wee.
Yeah.
I just used a clip from that because my poor my wife's sister is getting divorced, and I'm friends with my ex-brother-in-law. So she's going through a real hard time, but she's seen a psychic, and she was coming to Buffalo, and she's like, she wants to go see another psychic, and I'm like, what? So I send her the Pee-wee clip from the psychic, and she goes, it made her laugh, my wife.
It's okay. It's okay.
Like, oh, your sister wants to see a psychic. Oh, she's just having a rough time with it. But
cash only, no cards, no checks.
But I used that reference just 2 weeks ago, or Thanksgiving, the day before. It's like, Kelly wants to see a psychic tomorrow. And I'm like, what? To tell her what? It's over.
That's awesome.
I thought it was weird in Christmas Vacation how Audrey turned into a hot chick. Did you ever see that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well,
she became.
You mean the actress?
They changed actresses and they made her like into this really hot girl, and then she ends up like dancing all in like some dance club or some shit.
Oh, you're talking about Vegas Vacation? Not
Yeah,
Christmas
Vegas Vacation. Yeah, Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They totally swapped out the daughters into the. It doesn't even look like same ethnicity anymore.
Yeah, that's true. She does look kind of like
Latino or something. Yeah, I'm like, that's supposed to be Audrey. It's gonna be supposed to be a little bit dorky
Vegas
and stuff,
was
right?
like not a great movie.
No, it's not. It's not very good.
Yeah, it was
I like parts of it quite a bit.
You kind of get angry at it because Chevy Chase acts too stupid and keeps blowing.
That
his
was before
money
he
over and
gained
over.
a ton of weight.
He ran out of cocaine.
Yeah, it's not supposed to do the opposite.
It's a hell of a drug.
I heard
it's like Dan Aykroyd is thin. That's what he said.
What was it? Who
Lots
was
of
it
cocaine.
on the movies that made us that was saying that Chevy Chase was a real asshole?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's been said
a lot.
Numerous.
A lot.
And
But maybe he gave up
met
the
him
cocaine. Maybe
not-
that's why he blew up.
I met him not officially, but like I saw him, and he was kind of an asshole on the ski slopes.
I waited on him on the plane.
Everybody on the set of Community when he used to be on that show all said he was an asshole, and he ended up just quitting the show. But he's just a dick to everybody.
So some friends of mine
bad.
saw him, up in Aspen, where I grew up, and it was like at the lodge. They were like, "Oh yeah, Chevy Chase, I'm gonna go.
Hey, we
meet
love
him,"
you.
and blah, blah, blah. I was stepped back and like just watching it happen. He was just like, "Nah, not interested in talking to the fans. Not interested in
leave me alone."
Yep, just leave me alone. I'm on vacation, which at the time I was like, I respect that.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, you're on vacation. You don't want to talk to anyone. You're just there to have a good time, be away from the life.
Here's the thing, though, is that you're a famous person,
but you're also have a responsibility.
Highly recognizable. The public loves you.
Yep.
Just don't sign autographs. Don't take pictures of people. Just say,
and
"Hey,
no one
everybody, I love you
was
too."
Doing that. No one
and
was
just
like,
walk off.
"Oh,
You
dude,
know,
like, will you sign my fucking ski pole?"
Yeah. Well, some
No
people
one was
do,
doing
and then if you start
bullshit
taking
like that,
pictures
but-
of people, you're going to be there for like hours. So what you do, you
Yeah.
just say, "Hey, thank you. Hey, yeah, I love you too,
Right.
man."
Yeah,
Thanks
but
a
fuck
lot.
off. Because
You don't have to be a dick. Like my wife has a story with where her neighbor who loved Jerry Lewis. I think I told you this story where he was a big fan and finally saw him in Vegas in an elevator and said, "Hey, I love you, man. You're so funny. You're so great." And Jerry Lewis turns to his bouncers and goes, "Get this fucker away from me."
Wow.
Brutal.
Oh
my God.
That's
No
how
wonder
he was.
only the French like him.
Yeah, he's a big cock.
Right? Thank
Yeah.
you.
Fuck Jerry. Did you see that last interview Jerry did? What a cock he was to the interview people. Oh, it's just like you can see how he probably really was most of the time. It's great. It's such an awkward interview. It's probably like maybe a couple months before he died. But,
No, I get it. I mean, because like I understand, like how many times we were just like beating our fans off, just being like,
Yeah.
All the time.
every
Literally
time
beating our
we go to
fans
event,
off. Oh wait.
It's like you guys
Oh,
are
yeah.
such. No, I'm just.
They all want to touch you.
No, really. Like if you see any one of us in person and you come up and grab our crotches, like we're totally cool with that.
Yeah.
Just
We'll
go on
sign
with it.
yours.
We're used to it.
That's right. We'll sign yours back. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we're used to it from John. Although I remain safe from that.
I
This
saw that
scrotum
happen.
punched by John Jacobs.
Scrotum punch.
Scroto punch.
No, it's
Hey-
fucked up though. Like
I don't-
seeing those like proper like crazy like rock stars, heroes of like film and
You know, it's actually
stuff like
funny. Speaking of, celebrities being assholes, it was funny because, Carrie, I didn't tell you this, but when I was talking to Ryan and asking him if he wanted to do the photo VIP or just the basic one, he was, for a brief second, he was teetering. And he's like, well, I'm going to also, part of his justification for not getting it is he's like, well, I would hate to, because I love the movie and I like like Pee-wee so much. You know, I have all these great memories. I would hate for them to be ruined to find out that he was an asshole or something.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
Don't
some
meet
kind
your
of asshole.
heroes.
He'll be some flavor,
Yeah.
some level of asshole because, like,
yeah,
he's over it.
Yeah,
Kind of.
but it's like, oh, that's an interesting take.
He's still doing Pee-wee sometimes.
He
and
is.
just did that
This
special.
this whole tour says he's still doing Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
he
otherwise
did.
he wouldn't have signed up for
Pee-wee's
it.
Big Holiday.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Yeah,
that long
right?
ago.
It just sucks when you meet
Oh, yeah,
a celebrity that you really like or you really love, and they turn out to be a real cock. You
Yeah,
know,
you
that
have this-
hasn't happened too much in my life, but I have met a couple that stand out. One of them, Flash Gordon, the actor who played Flash Gordon. He was a fucking big dick. And in the documentary that just came out, it shows what a dick he is. I'm like, yeah, that's how he is. He's a big asshole to everybody. And it's like, don't come to a signing and be a dick to your fans. Fuck off.
Right. We're paying you to be there, but like at the same time, like who all here besides Mock? I know Mock, you've done it before. Who has stood in line to talk to a celebrity?
Oh, to talk.
Paid. Right. So I know Mock has paid to stand in line to talk to a celebrity. Who besides him here who's done that?
And I'm a real loser.
Just my. I only know of my dad.
I'm not
I
trying to
haven't
call
done it,
you
yeah.
out as a loser. That's not the point. The whole
No,
point
Star
is
Trek
like-
conventions are that basically.
Yeah, they are. So no, but it's interesting. Oh, is that Gak? Like sneaking in there.
Tilt
Working
down.
on my headset here. Hold on, bear with me.
I'm just curious because
There he
like
is.
I've never done
Yeah.
that, but I've been in a ton of events where they were doing that shit. And I've never done it before.
Yeah.
You know who was one of the coolest people I met was Porkins
Oh yeah, from
Star Wars.
Seem to have a problem
God,
here.
he was awesome. He was so funny and dirty.
But
Oh.
he's like the guy from like,
Well, his name is
Galaxy
Porkins.
Quest. He's
Well,
like, I am
who Andrew? Galaxy
the
Quest?
Galaxy Quest guy. The
Which guy?
What's his name? Like the
Was he
no
the
one knows
the
his
commander?
last name. He was like the guy in Galaxy who did the intros for the team in. His name was Guy.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
I know so many guys.
I couldn't think of his name is Guy. Yeah,
His
his
name-
Guy. He
his
doesn't
name
even
is
have a
Guy,
last
yeah.
name.
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of prominent roles lately. So he's in Moon and some other stuff.
Yeah,
he's a really good actor. Yeah,
But I mean, the
Was
whole
he-
point was like he's like some like no-name actor in the series who did like one thing, and then yeah. But like, yeah, you're paying to go talk to these people or get like selfies with them and to post.
Yeah, they
on
charge you. It used to
Twitter
be
or whatever.
free, but
It used to be free, yeah.
and then now they charge for because they turned it into a racket, so they all do it now.
well, because they realized they could charge like each person like $100 just to
Yeah.
go.
Or
Just
20,
selfie.
or it depends on the pricing and depends on the
Depends on
venue.
price, yeah.
Like William Shatner is like an expensive one. You got to
Right.
pay a lot for.
But it's like tickets. It's like what you're
Yeah.
talking about buying for Pee-wee's like
Oh yeah.
show.
Yeah.
It's like people are paying like $100 just to. Or,
Ugh.
no, they're
Yeah,
paying. like
and it says
$500.
that you may be required or asked to show up 2 hours early. You know,
2 hours
like,
early
what-
just
to wait in
yeah. So
line,
I'm sure it's going to be that where it's going to be a line of people.
Yeah.
Okay, come in, do your thing.
I haven't
Yeah.
paid more than
And they're just
$25
there. They don't
for
even
one,
know.
so-
They weren't around during the
That's-
80s. They
yeah.
never saw the movie when it hit the theaters. They never saw the movie when it hit HBO.
Yeah,
which is,
like if it had
where
been
most of
another
us
like
watched it.
if it had been like another $50, sure. But Jesus, that's like $120 or 130. Like,
Mhm.
holy fuck! And you know it's going to be boom.
It'll be
Like,
packed.
They-
That
yeah.
shit's going sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And each person needs to do their little talking thing, and they give them like 5 minutes, and then
And I get it too. Like, I mean, if you're gonna be like Paul Rubens, like, fuck, man, it's 35 years since Pee-wee's
Yeah.
Big Adventure, and like, you've only got a couple years before Big Top hits. It's anniversary, so right?
I'd be surprised to see that. Yeah.
I know no one's gonna go for Big Top, but like,
no.
but Pee-wee's, the Big Adventure, like,
Yeah.
go ahead and make your money, dude. Like Paul Rubens,
Yeah.
how many fucking gigs has that guy had in the last few years?
And voices he's done though. He's done
Oh, a lot of cartoon voices and
Yeah,
stuff.
Fly the Navigator. But yeah,
for
recently,
recently
Yeah.
for this, yeah, this is like,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, there's no question that dude's making bank off of this.
You guys
and
know
fucking
who?
respect? No
You
problem.
guys know who E.G. Daily is? She was Pee-wee's girlfriend in the first movie.
Oh yeah. I can.
Yeah, so she does Dottie. Yeah,
Dottie.
she does a ton of cartoon voices, like voice of like Buttercup from Powerpuff Girls, and
Wait, she
Tommy
does Buttercup?
Yeah, she does
Holy
Buttercup.
shit, I had no idea.
And she also does Tommy from Rugrats, and she's got
Buttercup's my favorite Powerpuff.
She has a huge list of voice acting credits. I think My Little Pony is one she's doing now, but no, she's really cool.
Do we have any bronies on here? Because I don't know the.
No, I don't watch the.
Yeah, I don't know the My Little Pony stuff so much.
No, I know that was.
I know the brony culture is a a but it's
pretty weird.
But
I've never watched a cartoon that I thought that was compelling, because like I would totally, like, if there was a good cartoon, like I'm a cartoon guy, so like I would totally love to watch a cartoon, but I've just never watched a My Little Ponies cartoon that I was like, fuck yeah, that's fucking badass.
Well, speaking of cartoon, I just went through my videos this weekend and made a stack that I'm gonna be sending you for like that Vampire Hunter D cartoon and stuff.
Well,
I was thinking about
D is already on the list. It's already in there as a Blu-ray.
Oh, it's for you to rent?
No, it's on Plex. It's on my Plex Blu-ray.
Are you talking about the old Vampire Hunter D or the
original?
No, okay, I know I saw that one on there. I'm talking about the sequel they made.
Oh, I don't have a sequel.
Yeah, this is a sequel, and it's like super high quality animation. It's amazing looking. It's really good. Would you want to rip or care to rip? Do you have any interest in ripping the?
Should we talk about this online?
Yeah, offline. Tex Avery cartoons. Do you know what those are?
100%. Like, let's talk off air.
Good job.
All right.
Because we're skirting a realm of legality.
Yeah.
Here. But yeah, no, 100%. Like, whatever you want to send me, you can see what I've got. So yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll talk off
anything I don't have, I would love.
Ooh.
Mock, you mentioned the movies that made us. So I saw I saw
Good.
the Die Hard one.
Oh, I haven't watched that
Which
one
was
yet.
brilliant. Oh my God, that was so good, Carrie.
It was so good.
And
yeah,
then I promptly watched Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2 right after that.
Oh, nice. We didn't reverse. So I think,
It's
Jim
Christmas.
watched. Yeah, exactly. Jim watched all of them, and he has a list of
That's such a good
Christmas
show.
movies. And so, so when I was there this weekend, we saw Die Hard, that being one of them on his Christmas movie list, and then immediately after watched the movies that made us, and that was such a I don't want to give any spoilers for.
It's a great show. Yeah.
They do I was really surprised. I never saw any of the toys that made us stuff.
Same
This was
same
my
exact
first one.
people, same narrator, everything.
Yeah, that's what Jim was saying. It's like they're very similar, but I
Same
was
writing too. You can feel it. When you're hearing it.
it was super clever. I really enjoyed the presentation on that. And
Did you watch the Dirty Dancing one too?
No,
that was a good one too.
That's
Oh my
the
God,
one
when
I-
they go back to see the original, like
They go back to the place. Yeah.
Oh my God,
do
that's
they?
fucking
Oh, fun.
amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
So
They interview how it was born. It was a fascinating story.
Yeah.
How that movie even got made is a miracle.
And I'm not even a huge fan of Dirty Dancing. It's a fine movie. It's a classic as far as the 80s is concerned. But like, oh my God, like that made me love that movie that much more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
On his resume, he said, "No dancing.
I don't dance." Yeah, no dancing. But
That
he was a
fucking
dancer. That was so
but
funny.
he was a dancer before that.
But he didn't
That was
want
so
to
good.
do those kind of roles. But
Yeah.
So when he got the movie, he's like, they're like, well, we're gonna have to teach this guy how to dance. Then he starts dancing. He's like
"No,
showing everybody up.
You realize I'm basically a professional dancer. I
Yeah.
just don't want to do that shit anymore." But
Yeah, he was so good.
and then he Point Break. Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love how Aaron
No, Patrick Swayze is amazing.
Jennifer Grey and him hated each other's guts because they
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
dated on
Their whole weird previous.
what was that movie they made?
what was that movie?
Wolverines. What was that?
Yeah, what was that fucking
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Red
Yeah.
Dawn. Thank you. Yes.
So they were dating on Red Dawn and then had a falling out. So they hated each other. It's like, oh, that fucking asshole. So like when they had to do Dirty
Apparently,
Dancing,
like Aaron Gray was like, "I want to work with anybody except for
Anybody
fucking
but
Patrick
him."
Swayze. Anyone but Patrick Swayze, I'll do this fucking movie with."
but the writer
So
was
good.
in love with him. Oh my God, she had such a crush.
She was, yeah. She was like, this was like the dude from like my childhood.
Yeah,
This is like who I envisioned in this role.
yeah.
I love.
He had to have a brow like a what do you call that? Where it's like kind of a big brow.
The
like
unibrow?
Unibrow.
Not a unibrow, but
Oh.
the brow
It's
part
gotta
just
be a unibrow.
comes out a little bit. You know, it's
Oh,
I
like a
had to fucking
veranda?
trim my unibrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when she
Yeah, they're
saw
like-
him,
like-
it was
like
like,
with-
yeah. So when they were looking at the pictures, they were only looking at their eyes. Everything else is covered. They're going.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
through 'em.
right. She was like saying how much she loved his eyes because that was like
that was the
the
thing.
eyes that she remembered. Yeah.
Go watch that one, Carrie. You'll like it. If you
Okay,
like Die
yeah,
Hard
Jim, we
one.
were just talking about I said that we watched the I saw
Oh,
the Die
yeah.
Hard movies that made us.
Yeah, I wish there was more movies in there. They have Ghostbusters is
I
amazing
know,
as well.
and I'd like to
sure
know
they
how they
just-
decide. How they
They-
decide.
well,
like,
they've
which
done their
movies,
first
'cause,
four,
like
so
what
the
a
same-
what a mix.
But they did the same thing with the
Well
toys too. So I'm sure
Yeah.
they're gonna do like at least 4 more, maybe
Yeah,
more.
I would just like to know how their process. Like why? Like, did they already have a bunch of stuff on there, or they're like, let's see, like.
Yeah,
Jim,
maybe
did you
people's
watch it?
connections, like people that they
so-
knew, where it would be like, okay, this will be an easy interview to get.
Yeah.
Like we can get these players, especially since so many of the people, like what is it, like some of the folks involved with Die Hard are also involved with Ghostbusters, and so I mean, it seems like
Yeah.
there's some overlap. Like go for the easy pickings.
Mhm.
Yeah, the popular ones too. You know, did you watch the Ghostbusters one?
Yeah, I saw them all. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some really interesting. Did you watch that one, Andrew?
I
The
did. Yeah, I
Ghostbusters?
saw them all. Yeah.
I love how like they spent like I could totally see that too. Where they spent like months and months sculpting and carving and creating Slimer, and then some asshole executive walks in there and goes, "Make him look like Jim Belushi."
Make him look like Jim Belushi. Totally, 100%. He's like,
I could totally
"All right,
see that happening.
And he spent like a weekend. He's like, all right, I'll do that. And he came back and he's like,
Yeah, it's
Huh?
Belushi.
he didn't do shit.
He didn't do anything
Oh,
to
that's
it.
You knew anything. He's just like, there you go.
Yeah.
And they're
Oh,
like,
it's
oh,
the
I
same
totally
guy.
see Belushi in there.
I
That's
see
fucking
him.
amazing.
It looks kind of like him, but not exactly like him. Just like I said.
But I love the fact that like Jim Belushi was like an important part of that too. Like they're like, Slimer needs to be Jim Belushi. That
Because he was supposed to be in the movie. It was
he
supposed to be a
in the
duo.
movie. It was
Oh,
like this sort of
interesting.
homage to him
It
not
was supposed to be
being
Dan
able to
Aykroyd and Jim
dead.
Belushi. Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that
it was
archival
fucking
footage of
amazing.
them recording the and the effects recording like Slimer against
Yeah,
the black backdrop.
where they actually
Oh, that
have,
was
like
neat.
the character.
That
and, like,
was
people,
cool,
like
'cause,
operating
like,
like Jabba
You
the
see like
Hutt.
5 people
those-
working them.
Yeah.
those old
That was
matte effects and
fucking
stuff,
amazing.
like ILM did all that and shit. But
So
like those
great.
old like matting effects where they had to shoot it against a black
Before
and,
CG.
and then they composite
Yeah.
that like it's so cool. Like
It's really
and,
Doing
and
it
it
actually
looks
against the old
and it
school blue
looks
screens.
yeah, and it looks so different than like that look of that effect for that time looks different than CG. You could pick it out any day. There's something charming about it.
Totally. Oh my god.
It's kind of like stop
Yeah.
motion animation where it's
How about
just-
John Candy was supposed to be Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
This is part, but John Candy hated the role. He wanted to be a Ghostbuster or something.
My mic
Which-
working?
Which works.
Yeah,
okay.
we can hear you.
I hear you. So, which totally works too, because like I could totally see John Candy fucking nailing that role. I love Rick Moranis, obviously,
Yeah, he was
He-
great.
perfectly do that role, but like John Candy could have done that role too.
John
Oh, yeah.
Candy with the glasses, like he was in Vacation. It's almost reminding me of like the park employee. Same
oh
kind.
yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
Totally-
yeah. He'd be
He
that
totally
character.
100% could have done it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a BB gun.
Yeah.
And
completely.
it was a
But
pretty good
apparently-
role.
apparently
I mean,
Rick
he's
Moranis
responsible
brought a
for the
bunch
end of
to
the
that
world.
role that was like all about Rick Moranis. Like Rick Moranis just like made that guy into like the nerd that he was.
Yeah.
Well, that sort of put Rick on the map too, because
It
he
did,
didn't do
yeah.
a lot. I mean, I knew him from SCTV,
Mhm.
from doing that Great White North and all those.
I was
funny
just
skits.
listening
It's
to
all-
that
it's all very
version. That's
Canadian
my
humor.
my
Yeah,
favorite
Canadian
version of
stuff.
12 Days of Christmas.
Yep.
But then when
And
I
that's
saw him in
cool.
Ghostbusters, I'm like, oh, that's the guy from SCTV.
Yep.
And then he just blew up after that. He's doing all sorts of movies. Then he's
I
in
always think of
Spaceballs.
how he,
Spaceballs. Jesus.
Oh,
Christ,
God, yeah.
Dark
He's so good
Helmet.
in that. He's my favorite character in that movie. He's
Yeah.
playing with his dolls. He's like
Yeah.
covering them up.
No, sir. I didn't see you play with your dolls again, sir.
Yeah.
who is he? Oh, honey, I
Oh,
shrunk the
God.
kid.
Star.
we Lone Star. We need to get back into watching movies again, Mock. Because
Oh yeah, we
I
gotta
just
do
wanna
that.
do
We
more.
missed doing
Ghostbusters is 84, right?
Living Dead movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
84 sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I saw it in the drive-in. But
yes.
Strange Brew was 83. That put him on.
I love that movie. That's a
I
fun
love
movie.
Strange Brew.
Everyone knows Strange Brew. Yeah.
But Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Well, that was a few years later, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a few years. That was like 89 or something. Because it was what? Or was
I just watched that movie again on Disney Plus, like a week ago.
Isn't Disney Plus fun?
Did he even?
It is. Yeah.
Did he do anything into the early? When did he stop? He
did stop,
his acting
right?
career.
Yeah. So after, I think this Shrunk the Kids,
and he did Parenthood with Steve Martin.
Yeah, but all the Shrunk movies was basically his last hurrah.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Yeah, he retired. Yeah. I heard his mom got really sick or something.
Yeah, it was family stuff,
and then after that he just kind of
very admirable. Yeah,
he pulled a Pesci, disappeared.
Although I thought I saw something where Joe Pesci just
came back
like
to
something on.
He came back to do The Irishman, and he's really good in it. It's a really good. It's a long. Is it good? It's excellent. If you like Goodfellas, you'll love this.
Well, I looked at how long it was. We were going to watch them.
It's long, 3.5 hours or something. Watch it in chunks, like I did, but it's really good. It's on Netflix, I think. Yeah, check that out. It's good. Good stuff. But no, Disney Plus. I've been watching like stuff from my childhood. You know, like movies that I remember that I used to like, and I watch them. I go, oh man, this doesn't hold up.
so what are your last couple like forays? Yeah.
Freaky Friday with Jodie Foster.
Oh yeah,
that's really cute though.
It's cute, but it's really dated. It's weird seeing everybody smoking everywhere.
It's not a great movie.
Did you watch Candle Shoe with Jodie Foster? Remember Candle Shoe?
I saw that in the theaters. Yeah. What'd you say, Carrie?
Oh, I said that's kind of fun, like to see some of the dated stuff, like smoking and or the way the airports were, things like that.
Zero security airports.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, speaking of Die Hard.
Yeah, precisely.
Die Hard 2. I just watched that 2 nights ago. It's like
people.
You just walk up
forget
the fucking
I just watched it last night.
Christmas movie.
Yeah, you smoke in the airport, like all the stuff.
It's smoking in the plane.
But yeah, people forget that that one takes place at Christmas too. Everyone goes apeshit about the first Die Hard, but
it's the first two.
Yeah,
I like the first one a lot.
Oh, I mean the first one's classic.
Yeah,
love the first one.
So what other Disney stuff is?
I like the naked martial arts at the beginning of Die Hard too.
Pete's Dragon.
Oh, dude, Die Hard too. Yeah. No, it's funny. I was watching that with Wendy.
The best opening ever. You got naked William Sadler doing karate.
Here comes dude doing Tai Chi, kata, or weird something like that. But
some sort of kata.
Naked.
Yeah.
And then
naked in his hotel room.
And
the
most embarrassing thing ever, which is like the turnaround with a fucking remote control to turn off the TV.
Yeah, it's like this.
It's so terrible.
And he's in like it's like a move. It's like
it's like put your underwear on, dude. That's not cool.
Yeah, how much did they have to tape down his schwang to do all that
he
stuff?
Totally had
and
to.
not get on.
There's no way, because there's some undershots of his butt.
And he's kicking and stuff.
And there's no balls or cock hanging down between. So
it's taped to his belly.
It's got to be taped up, right?
It's gotta. Yeah.
Just pull it off slowly. That's all I ask.
There's no way
it's tucked like Buffalo Bill and Silence of the Lambs.
But the other way around. Buffalo Bill under. He's got that shit taped up to his belly.
With the lotion in the basket. Oh, that's another movie I watched. I watched both Flubber movies.
Where's his dick?
I watched I watched the Robin Williams Flubber.
I want to know.
And the Buffalo Bill is in that movie.
Oh my
in that Flubber movie.
Wow. We didn't know
that. So it's weird that you're seeing him in a kid's film, and you know what a creep he is in Silence of the Lambs.
He plays a cop.
They need to make a documentary on that movie so we can find out. Yeah. It's just, if you Google like where's William Sanders' dick and Die Hard 2.
Because
so Andrew, you're talking about Red
one
Dead.
Shot that goes like straight up.
It's on Mrs. Skin.
Yeah.
ThisIsSkin.com will have a shot of it.
Wait, William Shatner's in Die Hard 2?
Did you know? Or
no.
Isn't one of the thugs in the first Die Hard is plays the villain in Ghostbusters 2, right? I swear the one dude at the very beginning with the ponytail, then when they're going into all the offices to kick people out, and he's one of the thugs, and he looks just like the weird, I forget his name in Ghostbusters 2, but the guy in the painting.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure
Vigo.
that
Are you
he's
talking
one
about the
of
guy from Witness?
Maybe. I don't remember that though.
Let me
The Money Pit.
I don't
Wait,
know that.
From Die Hard.
Money Pit.
That Money Pit was a great movie, but
No, there's an actor
With
from
Michael-
Die Hard.
Yeah.
He was in the Money Pit. He played the.
Oh,
yes.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that's right. He's like the boyfriend of.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was also he was also in Witness. He played one of the Amish guys.
Yep. You're 100% right.
Yes, that's
Yep,
those were-
you got it.
Let's see here.
I don't know his
He's
actor.
dead.
I don't know his name, but yeah, you're
Random
right.
trivia.
He totally plays an Amish dude. You're totally right in Witness. That's
But
hilarious.
that same actor, he
So
was
it was him. I'm correct. I just IMDb'd it.
So
he was also in Die Hard, and he was in Ghostbusters.
But in Ghostbusters
What an
2,
ugly! He could only play villain. What an
he wasn't
ugly
in Ghostbusters
face.
2. He was in the first one.
first movie.
Yeah, because he was the
No.
really famous
No,
violinist
No, he's
or
the
whatever.
painting, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's the guy in the painting.
No.
Yes.
so this is Ghostbusters 2.
Okay, so the guy in the painting though, that's not his voice though. They use the voice of Max von Sydow. You know
Wait.
who that is? He's the yeah,
Here.
that's the guy in the painting. who
There,
looks-
see him? He's right here.
Oh no, I'm thinking I was connecting.
No. Wait, but like we're talking about who's the major villain?
boy.
Who's the brother of the guy that ho. Now I have a machine gun.
Oh yeah, different. No, he was not.
Oh,
He was the
you're
main
talking
guy that
about
got like
Alan Rickman.
chained up by his neck.
Oh
In
no,
Die
that's a
Hard
different
one.
guy.
Ballet
That's
dancer.
yeah, that's the dancer dude.
Yeah,
from
but like
Russia
he
or
was
whatever.
in.
or Sweden.
He was in Money
Something like
Pit. I'm wrong,
He
guy.
was in
Yeah,
Money
he was
Pit.
in Money
He was-
Pit. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
different
he
dude.
was Shelley
And Witness.
Long's like fucking like
Shoot
romantic.
the glass.
Yeah,
I know. I always
But he
when I'm
also
driving.
was-
Carrie knows this when I'm in
Wasn't he in
traffic and I
Ghostbusters 1,
fucking
who's also
gridlock
the-
and someone's not paying attention, and it's like hit the gas.
Hit the gas.
shoot the glass.
Shoot the glass.
Yeah.
Well, they
I
were
have to
doing-
say
No,
it in
but, like-
English so that the audience
Like
knows what I'm
America,
saying.
yeah.
They
Or
were
you could throw up
doing
subtitles would be nice.
Fuck.
at my
Maybe I'm
place of
totally
work,
wrong.
and it looked like Nakatomi Plaza.
true.
So we kept going through the hall, shoot the glass, because it looked like the scene. 99999.
That's why you always got to have like a new character in there, so they can explain it to the new character, so the audience understands what's going on.
So
The
who,
oldest
wait,
writing
so
technique in the world.
in Ghostbusters 1, right? So Sigourney Weaver is talking to Bill
Oh, I don't know
Murray,
who that guy
and they're
is.
doing the little dance around the
The
plaza,
nerdy guy, the musician.
right? And the musician guy comes up and like
He's a nobody.
he's
Nobody.
he's a nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
That
blowing his
actor?
nose.
he's
That
not
wasn't the
smells
same guy
significant.
from.
No,
All right, he's a
he's
nobody.
nothing from nobody, nowhere.
For some reason, I thought that
Dave,
was the
I
same
quote that
guy
out.
from Die Hard, but I could totally.
We were
Obviously
doing it at
wrong.
work all the time because there was like, we had lights in our building we work out of, and it was all construction. I go, I'm going to put a sign, Nakatomi Plaza. You think anyone's going to even get it? Because it was like that back room.
Oh yeah.
You know, the whole type. You know, when they're looking for him, and but
Nice.
shoot the glass was the comments that we were saying.
Glass.
Shoot
Shoot
the glass because he doesn't.
That would
get
be a great T-shirt. It just says "shoot the
Shoot the-
glass."
Shoot
Well,
the
right, but no,
glass.
but the front end should be the German.
Yes,
the,
yes,
the
'cause
first
he
the
has-
first
he's
line
like,
he
what?
says that
And
the
then
other
he
guy
says in
doesn't get.
English.
And he's like, "What the fuck you say?" In the back he goes, "Shoot the glass."
Yeah, and
It says that on the back?
and
What's the
on the
original
back,
line?
on the
He
back
says.
of your shirt is a
Yeah.
picture of Hans like this.
Yeah, shoot the glass.
Shoot, like,
That would be good.
Because,
At
like,
the front, it doesn't
He
mean
first
anything.
lives in German. The other guy's like, "Wait, what'd you say?"
what's your shirt say? You turn around.
Turn around, shoot the glass. Such a great fucking
Good
movie.
T-shirt.
I love that movie.
That's a genius T-shirt idea. I like it.
And I love it because it's basically like the time you realize, as a moviegoer, that like they don't actually have their shit together totally. Like they're supposed to be European, they're doing their thing, but like they don't actually all have the same agenda. They're just like this amalgamation of like guys who are just trying to rip off Nakatomi.
Yeah.
But they're trying to portray this sort of like thing of being like this terrorist thing. But like at that point, it was like when I realized like, oh, wait a minute.
One of the
He's
best
telling
scenes-
you, but like they're speaking like it'd be like, all right, we're gonna do this terrorist thing, but we're all gonna speak Pig Latin. And you realize that guy doesn't fucking understand Pig Latin.
I like when he's reading the demands.
Yeah.
The blonde guys.
There's that weird thing where it's like he should fucking understand what Hans is trying to say, but he doesn't because he doesn't speak the same language. But they're all supposed to speak the same language, but they don't.
No, they don't. They're all a bunch of thugs.
Yeah, and he has to like break into fucking English to be like, dude, shoot the glass.
How'd they all meet each other? Like online?
Yeah, right.
There was no
in like
in a chat room.
1991.
Dave, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say one of the best is the guy that died from Money Pit and Witness.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there and Hans is reading off the terrorist demands and something dawn. And he looks at him like how's it? And he goes, I read it.
The Red Dawn.
Yeah, I read them. I read about it in Time magazine.
Yeah.
Where the hell is that
Dawn?
from?
I read it in Newsweek.
Yes, or whatever.
I want blood. Yeah.
Making up all these
such a
crazy
great
things.
movie.
Where the hell's that from?
Yeah.
Imagine if their
Who
plan
said
went.
we are terrorists?
If they win, if
But
that
that's
plan
a genius line of
went-
dialogue, knowing now that it was originally supposed to be terrorists. And then
Oh no, totally.
It's
And that
so
was like
clever.
the whole thing about it being like a totally different movie altogether. I love that whole thing on like the movies that made us.
Yeah.
I learned quite a bit about that movie that I didn't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
same
what you're
here.
referring
That
to?
show's
You're supposed to be
great.
terrorist.
Yeah.
See, I didn't see the special yet.
You should watch that. It's
No,
gotta
I
watch
didn't know
it.
it existed until just about a half hour ago when you said it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
your
it's
uncle.
four different movies.
I already logged on while we were talking. To see
What is it? Dirty Dancing, Ghostbusters,
Home Alone, Ghostbusters, and Die
Home
Hard.
Die Hard.
I haven't watched the Home Alone one yet either.
Oh yeah, Home Alone.
I was shocked that they didn't get Macaulay Culkin for the Home Loan one.
I know,
He would have done it.
Because he's not doing jack.
I see him online on
He
stuff.
still shops around.
Yeah,
his own
Red
shit.
Letter Media. He's been on there several times. And,
Yep,
yeah.
he talking about what was that karate movie with Bruce Leroy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude,
Leroy.
The Last Dragon.
Last Dragon. Yeah.
Or, no, I'm sorry. Wait, no.
I love that movie.
Was
I
it
love
Last
that
Dragon?
movie, but I don't know if he's in it.
No, Macaulay Culkin. It's one of his favorite movies from childhood. And he
So
brought it
I
on
had,
Letter Media.
On the flight, I had one of the Asian guys who was in the cookie factory when they were.
Oh no way!
It was like
The fortune cookies.
Yeah, his name was Jack Sue, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I go, you were from the last. He goes, do you know how many people love that movie? He was the nicest guy ever. He was going to San
I
Fran or
do.
wherever he lived, the nicest guy. And also with that movie, God, what's his name? He's been everything. Goodfellas, Mike Starr. He was in Dumb and Dumber, the most annoying noise in the world when they're in the car.
Yeah.
Totally.
I had him
He's
on
in
a
it.
flight. He brings the whole crew bagels, and I'm looking at him, and I know he's been in a ton of movies, but I'm like, you were in The Last Dragon. He goes, that's what you remember me from?
That's a classic movie.
I love the leg. Bruce
I wish.
Leroy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
He's the director of your pizza to Daddy Green's Pizza.
I like that part where he's being a real asshole in the movie theater, and you hear this voice out of nowhere. It says, "Why don't you sit down and shut up?" It's like, who's telling me to sit down and shut up? You come down here and
Enough.
make me shut up.
Oh, it's the
Turns
best.
into a big brawl, and yeah, it's such a great. Have you seen the
And-
movie, Andrew?
Which one? Sorry,
Last
The Last Dragon.
I haven't seen it. No.
Barry Gordy. Oh, okay, we're doing a movie night with that one.
All right, let's do a movie night. Well, so do you have the disc?
That one is.
Can you send
I
me-
got the DVD.
I don't have the disc, but I have it on streaming somewhere. I think.
All right, so someone send me the DVD.
You got the
I will.
It was on Netflix for a while.
God, I want to say I have the VHS of it.
God, I love that.
God damn. All right, no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let me look up Last Dragon.
That was a good.
Oh,
it's
that's
rare
a
that I've
really
seen a
good
movie
Just
that.
send me
one of
you
you
guys
guys have
remembered.
it.
for it, and I'll.
Yeah,
I'll,
yeah,
It's a
I'll
very
buy it.
80s film, though.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
so
I'll
80s.
buy that thing if you guys are like into it.
Mock that
Oh, it
music
really
video is
is.
fucking hilarious.
You need to
Rhythm
have
of the
it in
Night. That
your
was the
collection.
barges that was in
No,
I'll
that.
put it on my Christmas list.
The rhythm of the
It's on
night.
Amazon Prime, I believe.
I can stream that too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Show-
I don't know if it'd be good for
Shona?
someone who's never seen it though,
Shona.
because it's kind of a nostalgic movie. Would it be?
Oh,
would Andrew
yes,
like
yeah.
it?
Dude, I'm all about nostalgia.
Yeah. I mean, come on, we're a bunch of arcade collectors. We're a group of friends who get together every
that's what
week,
this
talk
must be
about
about.
Sorry, Carrie,
collecting and
Carrie, could you go ahead and do the reintro for us?
Yeah.
The reintro.
Did Mock do the bell? He has to do the bell.
Yeah, I did.
Otherwise, it's not official. Yeah, I think we
It's
just started
not.
interrupting. Nope. And it's on, like the bell is like for like in boxing or something.
Yes,
or like
it
someone
is.
makes a point.
Yeah.
Like Last Dragon's an awesome movie.
Yeah.
I need to get a bell too.
Let's all get bells.
Oh my God, that would be chaos.
Oh my God.
That'd be so annoying.
Put the bell down.
Yeah, yeah.
Hit the bell.
No more bells.
Hit the bell.
It's the bell.
So, what are you guys all drinking tonight? I have something to ask Gak.
Oh.
Yeah, what are you drinking?
I
What you
just finished
drinking?
my what was it? It's what I have on tap. The Belching Beaver Phantom
Ooh.
Bride.
Oh, okay. Did you like
That's
that
what I
one?
got on tap. How about you guys?
Well, I got something to show you, Gak, because
Oh, yeah?
I never get it here.
Oh, nice. That's from Moonraker, right? Yep.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
yes,
nice.
sir. It sure
All right.
is.
I'll go grab my can while you guys continue.
I
I'm
got
gonna
a
go-
few.
I'm getting another mind haze. That's what I'm getting
Let's
right
do-
now.
Oh.
Quick break.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what, Mock?
Huh.
Oh, well,
What?
go ahead. I'll ask you when you get back.
Okay, I'm gonna grab another one. Hold on.
What are you guys all drinking? Carrie, you have some wine? White wine?
I have I have some water right now. I had a glass of wine with dinner, but now I'm onto the water phase of the evening.
H2O.
So, yeah, exactly. It's
Let the water flow.
yeah.
Nice. And
Hey,
what were
Dave,
you?
Dave, can I guess? You're
Yeah,
drinking.
Bud Light.
Hold on. Come on, man. Let me
Yeah,
guess.
Oh, no,
Yes.
somebody said they go beer doesn't cure your problems, and somebody said neither does water.
Nice.
Or something like alcohol can't solve anything. Well, neither does water.
It does. It creates world peace. I thought it did.
Or at least the world peeing.
Yeah.
All right, what's up,
Yes.
Gabby?
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you, Mock.
What?
So, do you get any Moonraker in your area?
I have not seen it anywhere. I've been keeping an eye out for it.
Oh,
So-
gosh. So, I had to drive 30 minutes to go get this Moonraker.
Ooh, okay.
Let me see.
There's this there's a beer place that has
Yeah,
like
Beautiful Tyrant. I grabbed some the other day too.
Oh,
okay.
you
There's
did.
there's a
Okay,
place
hold on.
near me that
I
has
got-
a lot of craft beers. I'll check it out. And see
What
if it's
about
there.
this one, Gak? I got this
Oh,
one
that's
too.
cool.
Mosaic Crush.
Yes,
I-
sir.
Don't think I have any, but I've had it. Yeah.
Mosaic Crush.
I even saw Jingle.
Yep. I was gonna
Did you
spit
get
it
the
out. I got
double?
that one too. Yeah.
Did you get double or single? Because I know they have a single
Oh well. let me
Jingle Crush and a double. See, and this is what it looks like. Beautiful Tyrant. It's delicious. Now I know what Gak drinks it. I'm on my first one, and
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I
Very
feel-
tasty
So
and
hazy.
oh my gosh, I feel it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, it
actually
looks
kind
like
of scared to
mine's
finish
just
it.
the single Double Crush.
Yes. Oh, they
This
have
one-
also. I've been looking online. Oh yes, that's the one with Alvarado Street.
Yeah.
So
it's a
yeah,
triple.
yeah. So I got this one because
Nectarine cream. Okay.
yes,
That's milkshake IPA probably.
Oh yes, no, he got that. Do you have a Strata one? Hold on.
With the arcade game on it. Yeah, yeah. Yep,
You did.
that's from
I was
Alvarado
gonna
Street.
buy. Okay, I was gonna buy some just to have it.
Yeah,
here.
they're awesome. Yeah, for sure. It's got the striped art on it. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. No,
Absolutely.
I'm really excited that I found this here. We had to drive
Yeah, I'm
30
surprised
minutes.
Moonraker made its way down there.
Yes. You know what? We have a friend that lives near you, well, up by the brewery, but it's a little
Okay.
bit north of him. And we were just talking about how he should just buy a whole bunch and just bring it down here because
go.
it's so good.
Yeah.
It is delicious. The flavor of it is it's kind of scary.
I know. Yes.
It really because it doesn't taste too strong. It has
Well,
a
it's really the
real
West
smooth
Coast
finish.
version of Treehouse, basically.
Oh,
my
it's
opinion.
delicious. You know
Yeah.
what, Gak? Oh, it's amazing. I just had one, and I'm a little I usually have like 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, oh, okay, I better pace myself.
So
a little
Gabby, sorry,
sidebar. I'm
real
not
quick.
I'm not holding my breath on this one, but the head brewer from Moonraker, he actually left to start his own thing. So there's a brewery called Slice, and they're like a 10-minute drive from my house in Lincoln, and he's the head brewer there. And I went there a week or so ago, and I was nerding out with like one of his other co-brewers. He wasn't there, the main guy, but I was like, yeah, I do this goofy YouTube thing where I pair with video games and stuff. And
yeah,
oh man, we should collaborate with you. We'll make like an arcade related beer, a slice. I'm like,
we can do all kinds.
what?
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
we
wow.
can come up with all kinds.
So it's the
of
Moonraker
different
guy.
things.
He's the talent behind Moonraker. Started Slice.
Yes, I started looking into how they're actually making them and even mixing them because I had
It's a great wine glass there, Mock.
Yeah, nice.
I know.
Mm.
Green
Nice
cut.
glass. Yeah, very nice glass.
But it's
it makes it taste
delicious.
better.
I love the flavor of it.
Yeah, it's good
It
stuff.
does.
It tastes like Eagle, Idaho.
So
Yeah.
Gabby,
Yeah.
YouTube Punk on the IRC is asking about the fun chicken behind you.
Oh, you want to see my fun chicken? Okay.
Everyone wants to see your fun chicken on IRC.
That's what
right
she
now.
said.
IRC
Right, we
has
have it on
asked.
tape.
I love that. Okay. Are you ready?
It's all adult
Show us your
toys in
fun
it.
chicken.
Show us.
Show us.
Oh my
I
God, the
know.
lights just came on.
Yes. I wish I had the Flintstone one because there's one with Fred
Fred talks in it.
Yes. But
Show
me you know what
you got.
I don't know if you're
This
ready
one
for
goes
it.
buck, 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 buck,
Where-
buck, buck. As it rotates,
How
and
does
then
it
you
go?
get a little prize.
You tell- you get- we gotta hear it again.
See. Let me see how close I can get to it. Oh, there we
And
go.
the Fred Flintstone goes, yabba dabba
Oh,
doo.
look
You
at
get a prize
that.
too.
It's so cute.
Mm-hmm. Hear it? See, I remember that
I
from my
hear it.
childhood. Then you get a little prize.
Yeah.
It's usually a spider ring, plastic one, you know.
Did you guys
That are
hear
in the
it?
egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a little plastic
Yeah.
toy in there.
That's right.
It's crack cocaine.
What's
Oh,
in there,
that- yeah.
Gabby? What do you have inside the eggs?
Yeah, what'd you get?
There's all
What kind of
drugs in
prizes
there.
are we gonna get?
Oh, okay. So you got a little like pencil topper.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, it's a little
There we
Slimer
go.
kind of thing.
Looks like Slimer, yeah.
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 Big hands.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, your
I
kids.
was my kids love it, but I told them that I'm gonna start sticking chores in the eggs.
It's either a candy or a do a chore.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mix them up.
Roll
Did
the
you see-
dice, but you might end up doing the dishes.
Yeah.
Oh no, loading the dishwasher. No one does dishes here.
Did you see Time Runner got one of those really old like booths that have it's a cartoon.
Oh, I love the
booth?
cartoon booths.
Yeah, the cartoon booth.
No,
Time
who's?
Runner,
Oh, I didn't see that. Where did he post that?
it's on his
Twitter, I think. Yeah.
on Twitter. Yeah, do you saw it?
Oh, I'm not on
Yeah,
Twitter.
and then he posted like a video. It's like playing Rick and Morty or something.
Yeah, he's
like
playing
that.
Rick and Morty on it.
You guys
Oh
remember
my
that? I used to go in those. Do you guys remember going?
But
in
it was
those?
yeah. You put a quarter in, and there was a projector inside there.
Do you know who's really big in that? I don't know if you, Gak, I'm sure does because he listens to everything like I do. Do you listen to Broken Token?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't done anything in a long time. They
No,
stopped.
but Brent has one of those. He's big. A couple years ago, he's got one of those cartoon booths.
Okay.
You know,
Sounds
but I remember they had
dirty.
That's
Heckle and
right. That's
Jekyll
right.
or-
And they bring it to their arcade show they do once a
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I don't know if he still has. He hasn't talked about it in a while, but this is a few years ago. But I
Yeah.
love those things. That's such a niche, whatever you say,
Yeah.
thing.
Niche market? Yeah.
Yes, I mean,
Each.
Surprised you guys-
Song. She. It's
You guys
time to
remember
do
it.
karate.
like Gak. Have you
Oh,
ever sit in one?
karate.
What'd you
Gak,
say, Dave?
did you ever sit in a cartoon booth?
Man, I don't remember though.
I remember. Mock, do you remember
really-
sitting in one?
Yes, and the mall they had one in Arizona when I visited my cousins. I was like,
Carrie,
that was awesome.
you might be a little bit too old for
Carrie
that.
remembers it. Let me get a picture of one. Here we go.
Sorry, I was distracted by something else. I'll be honest. I split
Oh,
attention.
it's okay. It's okay.
Let's see here.
But I mean, Andrew.
All right, I got a picture. I got a picture. Here we go. Here's a picture of Time Runners model.
He could fit in it.
I didn't sit in those things because, like, they're just a nightmare.
Oh, because you were a tall kid, even. Yeah.
That looks like an EDOT.
It's like 6'4" in elementary school.
So I posted a picture in the IRC.
Oh shoot, I haven't logged into that. Hold on. Can you post in our chat just real quick?
Oh yeah.
Andrew, can you change the light bulb, please?
Yeah. I still get that.
Help the maintenance guy so he doesn't have to get the ladder.
100%. I was doing that shit in elementary school to help the janitors.
Oh yeah. No. That.
You remember those?
The
Yep.
chat. Oh,
they were really old. They were like early 80s or late.
There was one for sale locally, and I posted on Club, and some guy jumped on it, and because he was dropping his kid off at college.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Oh yeah, Mighty Mouse, Woody Woodpecker. Yep.
Yeah. It was
Mighty Mouse
on a projector on a rear projection, so it was like facing at you on a rear screen.
Oh, I love those things.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Before we had VHS or anything, so that was like, oh, I can watch a cartoon at the mall. My mommy's shopping in Woolworths.
Yeah, they were like in the back of like Penny's or Kmart.
Fucking Woolworths. All right, so Woolworths. Who the fuck knows what Woolworths is anymore?
I know.
I know, right?
or JC Penney's or
I know what a JC Penney.
Yeah, JC Penney's is more enduring, but the
Got Shocks, that was one I remember.
Or even Sears.
We didn't have that.
Is Got Shocks gone now? Because we never had them in the Bay Area. But I remember
we don't have them.
Man,
I remember the Woolworths
I
was
do
on Main
have-
Street in Monterey, California. When I lived there.
Yep.
It was
remember
like,
going-
oh my God,
myself
we went
here,
to
but my
Woolworths
wife
to
and
buy
I,
a
we had
stupid-
our wedding registry at Got Shocks when we got married.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I don't think that Got Shocks went out of they're not that I don't know when they went out of business.
If
but-
there's any around, there's not.
Or
many.
this.
Yeah.
Let me show this. Sears and Roebuck.
Oh yeah.
1909.
Cool.
Oh,
Catalog.
is that a catalog?
Is that back when you could
Yeah.
buy
Oh,
like
shit.
legit Egyptian mummies from there?
And monkeys?
No.
They used-
No, you
Old Sears.
really could, but that was from what is it? Something N with E? Or somebody actually did buy Egyptian mummies in a catalog. Neiman
Marcus?
Yes, sir. That's it. Neiman Marcus.
Neiman Marcus. You could
Come
buy
on,
bourbons
and Andy, someone actually bought a few Egyptian mummies from the catalog, and they actually had
That's fucking insane.
mummified
know.
mummies inside of them.
Here you go.
Here,
For
yes,
for
here we go.
$99.95, you could buy a fucking
There you go. Some old clocks and stuff. Nice.
clock. Yeah.
Yes, hold on. Let me see what else I can find.
Oh, so
Oh, here,
fun,
tools.
so fun fact: Got Shocks went out of business, filed for bankruptcy in 2009.
Okay.
So 10 years ago.
10 years
That's
ago.
not so bad.
Well, I know Sears is going. They're closing
Sears
all
is-
the Sears
Sears is
down
very close to
around
going,
here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Are we
things
getting all
closing
those
after
like
the
Radio
year.
Shack.
elixirs too? That's what it looks
Uh,
like.
The Radio Shacks are just gone here.
So GameStop's
yeah.
going to close a bunch of stores after the year.
Radio
Fry's,
Shack.
Fry's are going to be gone. A lot
Yeah.
of them. Maybe all of
Oh,
them.
a lot of them are. Yeah, we still have a huge one here,
We do too, but it's empty.
It's not what it
Yeah.
used to be. Not at all.
Yeah, they're
I
not
used to
paying
love
their
floor
Fry's.
space.
Fry's used to
Me
be like the
too.
fucking like the
Loved it.
Micro Center.
Fry's was like the
$1.36.
Radio
Yeah,
Shack on
Micro
fucking
Center rocked.
steroids.
Oh,
It was like
ours
Radio
had a
Shack, like oh my god,
Everything.
you could buy everything there.
I
the
bought my
one.
soldering thing.
Yeah.
there.
Well, I loved all
Yeah.
the different themes that Fry's had.
Yep, everyone was different.
Everyone was different.
We had
Ours
a.
had a koi pond in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember
what was the theme? What was the theme?
the
at
Maya
yours?
theme one in San Jose was like the one that I
Oh.
went to all the
I-
time.
That's
Terry's
all the one
nodding.
that
She
had the
maybe probably went
pyramid,
that one.
right?
Yeah. It was a Mayan theme.
Yeah,
so it was like a
it's
Mayan
Mayan.
temple.
Yeah, that is cool.
Oh, yeah,
so the
yeah,
front
yeah.
end was like, yeah, but that was the shit I did back in the 90s. That was our
Yeah.
Fry's.
Yeah.
Well, ours didn't have that.
And mine
Ours
has
was-
the theme
As
of
long as
mine
I've got
is
Micro
also-
Center by me, I'm happy.
What was that, Jack?
the theme of the fries at my Roseville location here, because there's the railroad track. There's a big station that changes in Roseville, so it's kind of famous for being trains. So they have it looks like a train is popping out of the building, like it crashed through the wall.
Oh, weird.
I mean, you walk in, there's train tracks on the ground, and like,
Oh, that's cool.
artwork on the ground. But yeah,
The one in
that's
Manhattan
cool.
Beach didn't have anything. It's just red brick.
Yeah,
That's
Ours-
brick with a koi pond in it.
Ours
Do
was
you guys
pretty
remember-
cool.
Do you guys remember going to an Egghead Software?
Oh yeah, but that was that was like a EB.
They were
Games
small,
or-
but they were what became Newegg, right?
could be.
I thought
maybe.
they were the ones who were Egghead Software became.
We
Newegg.
had a store in our mall called Software Etc.
No,
Yeah.
that's different.
Okay.
I used
Was
to go
that-
to
I remember
Comp
the-
USA.
Egghead
Comp USA,
Software.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I remember
CompUSA,
Egghead.
no, that's different too. But like Egghead Software, wasn't that Newegg?
But they're very similar. It was a
Isn't it?
software and
It was the
computer
same thing. It was
place.
like a CompUSA kind of thing. But
Mhm,
like
mhm.
I thought that Egghead Software was owned by Newegg or bought eventually by
I thought
Newegg.
that too, but I read somewhere that it was GameSpot that bought
Could
them
be.
all.
Yeah, I remember it being
absorbed
like
all of them.
this was like early 90s.
Necro
Oh,
says
yeah, so
Egghead was not Newegg.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
so
sure
it was
that's
established
true.
in founded in 1984, and it went toes up in 2001.
The power of
after-
Google.
After
Power of Google.
That's
That's fine. I just
after-
always thought that that Egghead became Newegg.
I thought that
because they
too.
actually
It was
they had proper like storage you could walk into, and it was just like it was like computer stuff.
So their assets were acquired by Amazon.
Well,
So they were going to
Whose
sell to
wasn't?
Fry. Yeah, so they were going to sell to Fry's,
yeah.
and that deal fell through. They were going to sell it for 10 million, but the assets were acquired by Amazon for 6.1 million.
So
all right. So
my
my
fr-
mistake. I always thought that Egghead became Newegg.
So my
And
my
that became
fries.
Which would
what,
make
Newegg,
sense,
which
right?
eventually got
That makes
sold
sense.
to
Oh.
the
Old egg.
Over
Old
easy.
egg.
Over easy. Scrambled.
So, my bad.
Yeah, there you go.
But-
there's our question of the
Over
week next week.
medium.
How we each
Yeah.
like our eggs.
Over medium.
Oh,
Remember
God.
the-
Early
nice.
stretching for
Sunny.
subjects.
Side
yeah,
up.
right.
Later.
What was it?
Scrambled, basil, oregano, done.
Oh, well, that's
Wow.
fancy eggs. If you're just doing plain
Fancy,
eggs,
I know.
plain eggs. Yeah, no,
He's
none of that's
making
fancy
the
eggs.
eggs. That's it.
Like, yeah, no, you just have some fucking eggs.
Oh no! If we want a chef for any of our events,
Oh yeah, right.
Seabart.
Seabart's for hire.
Seabart's the guy.
He's the
I
caterer.
know.
I offered to cook, but
It's actually
me and
pretty
Gak's hotel
cheap.
room did not have a kitchen. We had a microwave and a fridge.
Just
I'm
don't
just saying.
just don't
next
let
time.
Gleek make
I'm
the
a-
bacon, right?
Oh, my god!
Rubber bacon.
That,
shit
that
was
wasn't
awful.
bacon. That was charcoal
Sorry, Gleek.
briquettes.
Oh no.
Rubber baby buggy.
It's-
Rubber
bacon.
baby buggy bumpers.
No. See,
Rubber baby buggy bacon.
Rubber implies that it had moisture left in it.
It was
Made-
No,
what he made
the-
was tar strips.
yeah, it was
Everybody ate it. They all,
tar.
Tar strip.
everybody ate it. And
I'm
they all
sure-
got worms.
Dude, I'm sure that's racist. You can't call it tar strips.
It was hilarious because Necros is all laying in on him. He's like, "That's not how you cook it, man. You got to do it longer than that. It's got to be crispy. Put your shit back on." He's like laying in on him. Like Necros is pretty quiet for the most part, but man, he was speaking up that day.
He means
Cross the
business
line
when it
with
comes to bacon. Yeah.
Make it right.
Bacon
Don't mess with the
professional.
man.
Priorities.
Somehow,
I won't let
somehow none
bacon
of us got
slide.
swine flu.
The man that knows
You guys
how
are
he
cool and
wants
all,
his
but like,
bacon.
don't fuck with my bacon.
Exactly.
Anyway, I want to say something real quick about fries. So the fries near me is a Atlantis theme, and it has like all like
Oh, cool.
aquariums everywhere. It's beautiful. I mean, they have sculptures of like space
Holy
age
word.
of
my God.
underwater seamen and
Yeah.
semen. I said
Underwater
semen.
You
semen.
said semen.
Demon, what does that look like?
Yeah,
It's a submarine with people coming out, or men.
exactly. And
What's
anyway,
long and hard and full of semen.
so
Yeah.
I read an article about what's killing
Oh
what's killing fries besides Amazon, right? So I thought it was-
China.
no, get this. It's the
Mostly.
tariffs in
Oh,
China
yeah.
that Trump
Yes.
put up
Yes.
is killing fries. They can't get cheap shit anymore. So there's no
Yeah.
so they weren't making enough profit to pay off their vendors. So they haven't paid certain vendors off. So that's why vendors won't work with them anymore. So their store shelves are empty.
Oh.
So they're like, they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They're waiting for the
Like
tariffs
Ace
to like
Hardware.
be lifted, or they're all gonna go under. So it's a matter of the presidency,
It's-
basically.
It was.
Well,
It's
last
not
year,
going to happen anytime soon. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think they're
The
done.
only thing that I know that there's a loop through is that it takes like 3 months to get here because it just put it all in one.
Giant shipment.
Yes,
Yeah.
with no individual tracking, but you get it at that price, and who knows when you get it, but at least you get it.
Get it?
Karen knows
I know
all about
Fry's
waiting
used
for
to
price
have a
from
big
China.
banner
I do
with
exactly
it
the
that
little,
says match internet
little
price.
rowboat.
And now it's gone.
Funny one part of the
Yeah.
That was my best animation.
That
You
was
know,
a good
that's
animation.
Oh, you did that one. I thought that was
That's
Mark.
what that's what I
No.
was
Oh,
also
nice.
wondering.
I did the animations. Mark did the illustrations.
Oh.
He turned me into a
Busty-
ripped
An angry
cartoon
customer.
version.
Yeah. I know,
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
You're hired.
But shipping another 6, and that's just wrong.
Yeah.
I also did the cartoon of Jim's like scratching your head.
Oh
thing.
yeah, for the guy talk stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
awesome.
That's my cartoon too on that.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was perfect. Like I send him like an image. I like this is kind of what I was thinking. It's like a stock photo, and then he like
cartooned
into a
them
cartoon.
pretty much. Yeah.
That's
No more freebies, Jim.
By
Jesus,
the
I
way-
did Toki. I did your
Yeah.
videos. I did
Yeah.
the Christmas thing. Man, not even a reach around. Nothing.
Not even the respect of a proper reach around.
Exactly. You know what that joke's from.
Kiwi? No, I'm just joking.
This is dice.
Always a good guess, though.
Yes. Well, that's what I was wondering is that, sometimes I wonder if the quality that you get from local purchases is different from overseas, even though there's obviously a price difference. I know, especially now with everything going on with all the tariffs, if you're going to see a difference in local merchandise rather than overseas, especially with now the difference in pricing.
Nope, because people are moving their business. The corporations are moving their businesses to other places where there's no tariffs.
Right.
So they're moving them to
Okay.
India and shit.
Yep,
So
they're
it's not
dancing that
doing
shit
any
around.
fucking good.
Nope.
Well,
And that-
I'm asking
going
because
to
I know
Vietnam.
if you order clothes
Yeah.
from like China and it's you're getting it shipped from there to here, it's completely different and not exactly what you're getting. Even from Amazon, I've ordered some stuff from there that comes from overseas and it's just not the same. That's
All right,
why
so-
I'm wondering if
Here's an early Christmas, actually New Year's resolution I've done for the last couple of years. And we don't usually do like a New Year's resolutions on the show.
No.
It's not been a thing. But like my thing for the last couple of years has been my New Year's resolution is just to buy less shit from China.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
so it's like,
why?
Well, you
Why?
better send that
Yeah.
iPhone back.
No, if the question is why, I think
China?
no.
No, you know what? The reason why I ask why is because I know I saw or heard somewhere that, that the United States tried to sell to China something, but the Chinese
Greenland?
said, you know what? We're going to sell
They just
a
steal our
single
shit.
toothbrush to every single American, which, that's what they're geared for, is for the masses, where the United States, I feel like quality is in our product kind of, especially back in, I don't know about now, but I'm saying the way that the products and everything were made, they're singly made, just like the quality in what you get with some of the China products. It's made to be sold for the masses, and quality is not really in the quantity.
Right. So I think the idea is let's find products which are equivalent to the Chinese ones, or fuck it, even less equivalent. But you know what? I'll make the decision to spend more
for a product that was not produced in China. And I'd rather buy something that was produced somewhere else, hopefully in the US. So for example, I had to buy last year several new extension cords just for the arcade. Right.
Yeah.
So I was producing, I needed some extension cords for the arcade to run 2 games that I had to run off of different circuits. And I made it a point when I went to Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever it was I bought it from. And I specifically bought the extension cords that said they were made in the USA.
Like a Ford.
Yeah. It's just, but like, it was reaching out for those kinds of things where it's like, you just go to Target and buy an extension cord, right? But fuck that. No, you know what? I'm going to go find the extension cord that was made in the USA, not the one that was made in China.
Yeah, I remember.
That was my challenge for myself.
That's kind of like the
just to do that.
Yeah, that's kind of like the
and
mass
that was-
production purchasing of organic or something.
No, a little bit. Yeah, for sure. But it was like, all right, so that was my New Year's challenge last year.
How did that work out for you?
Try and buy stuff that was not made in China. And at the end of the day, it's a challenge because there's so much stuff that's made in China. But I found US extension cords by way of this example. And I bought them.
And they lasted as long as the product made in China?
Yep.
Well, I mean, by definition, they've been used for less than a year. But
I may have paid more for them. I don't know. But like, at the end of the day, like I bought the extension cords. I paid, $10 more. So rather than spending $20, I spent $30 on those extension cords. But I think that it's also important, just like it's like
putting money back into the
to commit
economy.
to doing those kinds of things.
it was probably 10 years ago or so. There was a story about a family that committed to for a year not buying anything from China.
Good luck.
And and that was pretty much the answer, was that there were things that they simply could not
You couldn't
buy.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
like it
but
just
at least
but
make every purchase realizing you're doing this. I'm sorry.
Well, you have to make a conscious decision. Yeah.
Carrie, it's
most
like,
people
yes,
don't.
I'm making a conscious decision. Like,
Yeah.
where it's like, I'm not buying something from China, but like, all right, I can't find something that's not from
Like,
China.
look
so
around
I'm
your
going to
room
do it.
right now.
your awareness.
Let's look around the room
Every
and count the
purchase,
things you have.
it goes into my head and
Let's
going,
see.
I'm
Let's
buying
start
something
with this
from
one
China
right
to
here.
do this.
I can't.
Like that. Probably that.
100%. Yep.
Well, then there's the other thing.
I have tons of Japanese boards in my cabinet.
Yeah, no, it's a good. That's
that.
I mean, it's just
Andrew,
the awareness that it raises.
Andrew, let's forget about
Probably
your
that.
200 group.
Nope, 100%.
We're talking about
Probably
next
this.
year. No.
Those ones.
Right
yeah.
here.
But even on that same
No, I get
line, so I bought this on Amazon
I think the
2 weeks
I
ago.
love Mox showing.
But
Probably
showing
this
Cal
right
now.
here.
No, 100%.
That.
Probably this right here.
Oh,
Let me
Xbox,
check
that's
the box.
China.
No, I get it, but
Oh.
100%. But like, it's just about being aware of what you're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Think about
this
it.
headlamp
I got
thing.
one.
No, it's 100%. Like everyone
Yeah.
How
has
about
the
my
shit.
drugs?
Right. Yeah, but it's
Probably
it's
my
trying to make a
eggs.
conscious
The beer I'm
yeah,
drinking,
no, I get
it's
it.
all
Yeah.
made from. Oh, this is made
Yeah,
in
and when you have a
France.
choice, what choice do you make? And
But like,
and the
think
challenge
about it.
also of
it's
but
about
also challenge
being
the
Probably
more conscious
that.
about it,
of how they define what's made here versus what's like assembled
Yes.
here.
and that's important. And I think
Yeah.
that you should
No,
just
it
like
is.
break that
especially
down
since
and
we
think
live
about
here
what you're
and-
buying, because of course, like all of us are going like, yeah, holy shit. And my watch,
Totally
and my
that.
phone, and my fucking
Yeah.
laptop, and like
Right.
the monitor I'm looking at. And
Oh,
it's
and
like,
like the
wow.
clothes you're
microphone.
wearing. Yeah, like
Not
of
my
course.
camp
Exactly
rocket,
like-
anything but that.
That
Everybody-
right
Made in
there,
Taiwan.
I'm
Yeah.
100% cotton, organic.
Right. Yes, exactly. The
How about
shirts we're
this?
wearing.
Probably that.
Exactly.
Made in
You see?
China.
That's it.
Nothing could
That
Not-
shirt
not
almost looked
joking.
for a second. It looked skin toned. I
I
thought that was
know, like,
tattoos for a second.
I'm like, And then
Made in Nigeria.
And then
He's
here come the
tattooed.
nipples.
Oh,
wow.
Put those jujubes
Nice.
away.
And then all of a sudden,
Put the
It's an
boobies
epic
away.
episode. Yeah.
It's
Jimbo,
we
where's
got-
the
That's right.
Basically,
We got 100%
basically
more
it's
boobies
prepared.
than the other
China.
guys, but they're boy boobies.
Yeah.
It doesn't count.
No.
yet.
And
No,
then there's the other thing
dirty,
is,
dirty
if you
brown
go
that I
from-
can show is not like something that's scary.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Careful
man.
now. You're turning Jim on.
getting into it.
Just me, huh?
Free the nipple.
You're going too fast. Go
comment.
slow.
Show that shit
Slow.
because it's
It
it's a
is.
boy one.
So, anywho, so I bought
Sorry,
this from
Andrew, I'm
on
not showing
Amazon.
mine.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on
Do
now.
Mine's
it,
dark.
Jack.
Nope.
Do it.
Show me yours
He needs
first.
another beer. He'll be good. There he goes. Come on, Gak. There you go. From the
Oh
All right,
no, it's
so
gonna come in
I-
from the side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Side
You're trying
boob.
to be on point,
No.
aren't you, Seabart?
I'm trying to keep us somewhat on the
I know.
discussion instead of
Yeah.
boobs.
Yeah. So what? So
I know
what
it's-
is it that
it's
you're
hard for me.
holding?
Totally not made in China.
So, oh no, see the
No,
thing is,
made
I
in
bought
the
this on
US.
Amazon.
And by the way,
it plugs into Jim. For the love of God,
Merry
2
Christmas,
seconds.
everybody. Because
What? I'm not
Yeah.
saying anything,
Merry
fucktard.
Christmas. Happy New
I'm
Year.
sorry, it's a force of habit.
Yeah.
So
Everybody
anyway,
but
I bought,
Jim.
I
Episode
bought
are
this
we
on
on,
Amazon
Mark?
about 2 weeks
Jesus.
ago,
190.
so I can pull
What?
footage from my old
What?
camera
198?
into the computer. On
Episode
Amazon, it
198.
said
yeah,
made and sold
197.
in America.
98.
You
Uh-huh.
get the package,
Seven.
and it says made in China.
Oh,
It was
wow.
What are you
advertised
saying,
on
Gary?
Amazon as made in,
Yeah.
sold it in the
You
States.
texting me?
So you can't even tell.
Yeah.
But I can tell it's China because it's a thin plastic casing that
smells like China.
I go
Yeah.
and smack it in half because an American product would have been screwed shut properly. Well, not that America's screwed right now for now.
Well,
but
yeah.
we'll see what the hearings do.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew.
And
I don't know if
Wait.
you picked that out, but last
197.
weekend,
So are we on 198?
197.
How many
wow.
197s have we done?
12.
Is this
Well,
198?
this is
187 in California.
times 2.
All right. So what episode is this?
198.
We're 198.
Wow. Oh, it's too bad that we should have
One-
like we should have
198.
another episode on like Thursday so we could hit
Oh, wait a
200
minute.
next
Do
year for
we-
the Christmas video.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Do
Assuming we do the video.
need to
Christmas
play
video.
a Christmas
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
about that.
Christmas
Christmas
episode
video.
this year.
Everyone's gonna have
This
to
week.
fucking mute because everyone's like got loose lips right now.
And that,
We'll-
and that,
we'll mute.
and that.
But we have to play our next Christmas video.
Yeah, there's 2 more to get caught up, right?
Yeah, we're catching
Yep.
up. So
All
what's our
right, let
Christmas
me,
episode this time? Month of December.
Let's name the episode Found in China.
Found it.
In China.
Made in China.
Sorry, everyone.
No, it's a good. It's good to be mindful.
we are
And
very
that- and-
passionate
and-
about supporting
and
the
I-
countries.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I-
funny. I'm the one thing that I'm most aware of when it comes to like absolutely looking for labels about China is anything to do with food, especially dog food, because so much of it's like you have to be really careful, and I don't want my.
Yeah, you
All
really
that.
do.
Oh my God, jeez.
I try to make most of my dog's food. I try to make it myself, and when I do buy, that's what I was talking to Andrew about. Is that there's this new kangaroo dog
Right.
food that you can buy for the dogs. But
Does it make them
I-
poppy?
I have
Yeah, last thing
No.
my dog thing.
Yeah, but oh, look at that Tempest.
Yeah,
Newwavetoys.com.
made in
So
China. Wah, wah, wah.
Andrew missed it.
I know. You know what? I've got
He's shaking his head.
ghouls and goblins.
Ruefully, I like
It's
that. That was
it's
good.
the board, and it says
Oh,
it.
I've seen
You know
that
what
one
I mean?
before. I have one of those.
And that.
Right here. Let me try to zoom in on it if it focuses. There we go.
Yep.
Made in
Yep.
China. Yep.
Oh,
I'm just
Touche.
saying it's about being
Damn it.
conscious of those things. I knew those guys
you
were made
can't.
in China.
Yeah.
I knew 100%.
Like you said, it's
No,
But it's
it
just
really
being-
is.
Yeah, it's like if you need a new
thoughtful.
TV, You're not
think
gonna like.
these,
There's
like,
no way around it, and that's
you
like
think this
that couple.
this quarter
family.
dispenser?
Right, yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
Island Pirate,
Is this
I'm sure did
China?
not get those things
It looks
made
like
in
a pog
Canada.
dispenser, Rob.
Yeah.
We're sorry, actually, Island Pirate. He's probably in our chat right now. Island
That's right,
Pirate.
in Canada.
He was in there.
If you're not there,
Oh.
did you get those made in Canada? We
Yay.
hope. He's not in
It's
there.
good.
Oh,
When,
here. Oh, are we ready?
when you buy in the U.S., you put money
Oh, that's right. I'm not muted.
back
Boxes
Yeah.
in
Oh.
the economy.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, I do. So it's good to put it back where well, it's like sponsoring your local community, putting money back into the economy rather than putting it somewhere else in another country where they're just trying to sell you. Oh, look at your huge ass dog. That your dog
ass.
is as no, it is because he's like 7 foot. I'm 5'1" and I have to fight for the one. You know what I mean? The 1 inch.
Shut up, he's taller than me.
So Gak, you got a Dragon Slayer?
Well, yes, I did the Kickstarter just like you did.
Okay, cool.
So did I.
A lot of us got one. Okay, so
Yeah,
me,
someone asked.
Gak, Dave, Andrew.
What does that mean?
WebDoc
Did you guys get-
90 asked if I signed up for Dragon's Lair, and I said yes. So
Yes.
the replicating
baby-
their next machine to come out is the and
Oh, the little baby one.
Yeah.
The little tiny one? Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was
For-
an actual big, huge one.
No, if it's for $90, what do you expect?
Oh,
it's a
The only person
Dragon's
who's
Lair
got one of
version
those
of
is
it.
me.
that what she
Right?
said?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
the baby ones. You know what? Carrie had an amazing idea about putting like a Christmas tree where all the ornaments were like actual little miniature arcades. I'm already trying to buy some and collect them just so I can put them on there.
That's cool.
No, it really is.
I wish I got the Donkey Kong one that was out a few
Oh, I got
years
the
ago.
Donkey Kong one. Yeah.
That's a cool one.
You can
It's-
probably
it's
find
cute.
it
Hallmark
the
ones
somewhere.
or
music.
whatever.
Hallmark.
Yes.
Oh, he's
And they did
going
a
to sleep
Defender
on
one
me.
too, I think.
Yeah. Did they?
The Fender one
I-
was weird, but it had a green button. Oh, dude, Gak,
Did
I
it?
gotta say, holy shit. All right, so I was watching your video of your walkthrough on. Sorry, Alfie, go on.
I love Gak's video.
Gak, I was watching your
Gak,
video
I
of your
love him.
walkthrough, and you stopped two times at least, maybe 3 times on the Defenders, and you're like panning over the buttons. You're like, green button. And then you moved on to the next
Wait,
one.
when was this?
This
Well,
was your Grinkers. The Grinkers,
I didn't see the
the
Grinkers
warehouse
one.
walkthrough.
Oh
I
yes.
Oh
yes.
shit! And dude, like I was trying
The
to
bonus
explain,
footage.
I was trying to explain to Wendy that it was like, oh, this is like an old stupid joke. on
As we've been
Arcade
talking about
Hangout.
this for like a fucking
This is
5 years.
a stupid ass joke.
Why don't you explain it for people that are new to the show?
All right, so it's the question of the green button versus the white button
On a
That's-
Defender.
on a Defender.
Yes,
And
that's
It's the
what makes
hyperspace, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
So
there's the flyer that shows it, and then there's Carrie's cabinet.
all right, so
Sure.
Carrie's now back, so she can
Yes.
defend it properly.
Defend it.
Defender.
So we're
Defender.
talking about the
The
green button on
Defender.
Defender.
Oh,
So I was watching Gak's video because like he was walking through for the Greenfest 5 video that you just published.
Wait, no, I did that year and a half
Oh.
ago or so.
Why did it just
Yeah, it's
show
an
up
old
my feed
video.
recently?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
But
a
it was
old
like
one.
it was
It's
your
when I made the
walk-
light box, right?
Yeah.
That video. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
so it was
probably a
that
year and a
video,
half ago.
but for some reason that just showed up and I just watched it and I was like,
Okay.
oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Well,
And then he's doing the walkthrough of Steve's warehouse.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
told me before I
Ah.
did it. He's like,
oh
hope
yeah, I
you
remember
know,
that.
Gak,
One.
you're privileged. Like no one, I don't let people take video of
Yeah,
my
shit we haven't seen before. yeah.
overflow games here. I'm like, all right, man, I'll throw it in as like bonus footage, like
Right.
you know.
But it was the end of I don't know why did it show up my feed that I rewatched
I
that.
had no idea.
I know I've seen parts of it because I saw all the video that you posted that we'd seen behind the scenes before the event because I knew all
Ah.
that shit was happening. It was like watching you like paint shit and like do the 3D printing. and
Oh
stuff. I
yeah,
was
that's
like,
right. Yeah, yeah.
I totally it's like I've seen all this stuff before. So it's like it just came out on this video. So I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. But you're doing the walkthrough and like the behind the scenes in Steve's warehouse. And there was like 2 or 3 points. It was at least 2 Defenders that you stopped at.
Yeah, I that was a little.
And then, like, you
inside
reach
joke.
down and
I
you like
slowly
pan
pan
across the
control
fucking
panel.
control panel,
Yeah.
and you found the green button, and you like,
I
and you
remember
like
that.
hit it a few times. And I was like, that's Gak and me and Carrie talking to each other.
Yeah. Yep.
No,
in
I
this
remember
weird
that. It was
subliminal
awesome.
thing.
yes,
And I was like,
it's the music.
that's
It's the
funny.
music in the beginning of Gak's videos that gets you all in it. Like
so
that's
good.
what gets you
You-
flowing, like
you-
going like
Seriously
that.
had me cracking up just like watching those videos where it's like
I
you're panning through these
do.
games and it's like, oh, it's like just like
The
fucking
music gets you
Paperboy
going
and like
into
fucking
it.
like all these like super rare games that he's like panning across. He would
Uh-huh.
stop for a defender and zoom in on the green button and
That's
then
what
back
makes
off.
it.
And he would touch it a couple times and then move on to the next game. Fucking crack me up
I love
so
it.
much.
I absolutely love it, Gak. I'm not even
Well,
joking.
thank you.
even your
You and
music,
about 100 other people apparently enjoyed
or
it.
like 300. You got a huge following. No,
Well,
like
and after
300.
this plug,
and it's
it's
the
going to go. Your
music.
numbers are just going to go
Seriously,
crazy.
defenders are going to become
Exactly,
priceless.
right
after
there.
this.
Go.
Yeah.
No, it's the music. The music gets you in the mood, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's Gak right there trying to have a beer with you. And not only is he trying to have a beer with you, he wants to show you what's in his arcade and all the details and like the actual details of the game. What makes it so much better just to watch it with him. And I'm like, I'm there. I'm right there with you, buddy.
All right.
We
Cheers.
are there. Play the music, somebody.
All right.
The marquees. No, the marquees.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna show something real quick. I just got.
Yes.
Woo!
Do it. You got to play the music though.
Here comes
Let's
more
play the-
nipples.
Yep, I know.
saying.
This is a nipple heavy show tonight.
Yep.
Where? From who? Mox next.
No way.
No, I think Gak volunteered. I think that's what he's going to do the
We
reveal.
do. I can't show mine.
Okay.
when I
so-
take off my
Disconnected.
clothes, I want to leave the room.
So, Andrew, you said, like, try to avoid made in China. Well, this isn't made in China. It's actually made in UK. A BMX, an old school BMX guy turned artisan.
Sorry, no soundboard. I was queuing up the video.
So see, this is like this holds
Beer.
It's a paddle.
Oh,
see, it's
nice.
he
Paddle with indentation.
hit it
if
with
you
like
don't listen.
electrodes,
Yeah.
like with a welding torch or whatever, like to zap it like a like lightning bolt.
Wow.
Oh
Got a
yeah.
handle on the back.
Now, does that leave an imprint, Gak? No.
Swing
Thank
it.
you, sir. I have another.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. I have another.
Well, he made it sized to fit full size cans and glasses.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's cool.
But
From
Oh,
a
he
really
made-
fucking
he made me
evil
this
flight.
one, and then
With
he-
an 8 flight
I
of,
know.
like,
Amazing.
pint glasses.
I just said, hey man, he said he wanted to make one for me, and I'm like, oh man, it'd be
Thank
awesome.
you.
One that'll fit like these small. I have small glasses like tasters. I'm like just like 4 of them, and then he started thinking about it. He's like, you know what? I just made one that'll fit full size cans. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's a
all
good
right.
idea.
Wow.
can
Yeah.
s-
Like
you
a
can-
serving. Like a serving.
So then he made this
tray.
other one as like a extra surprise. So this is just kind of like a serving kind of plank, but this one
What
actually has my
Is
my
that
BMX logo.
It
on
has
It
his,
says
your
Gak.
name on it.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
that-
So
I
so he
remember
engraved
watching those
that.
videos of those getting made. That's fucking
Yeah.
beautiful.
I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
pictures
What is
on,
that
Twitter.
filled with? What is
Well, it's
the
like
roof?
it's like a colored epoxy
I see it.
that goes
Yeah.
inside there.
Oh,
So, yeah, but
that
that's
is
all,
so
like,
cool.
from like an arc welding torch or something. Like he
Yeah.
puts
Well, you
electrodes in
carve
put
it
on
in, and
the-
then he filled it with something to
right,
make
and
it
then he
smooth.
puts like a varnish or a wax coating on it or whatever. So yeah,
That
super-
is amazing.
I'm like, it's gonna be kind of just art. Probably it hangs on the wall. I mean, like, I don't want to trash this,
I know.
spilling drinks
Yeah.
on it and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, super
No.
cool. So
Yeah.
James, he won't see this, but James Blackford out in UK, Black Designs 81 on Instagram. So
That is so cool. I
Yeah.
kind of want a few of those, you
It's
know,
gorgeous.
for the cans of beer that I'm handing out, or shot
Right.
glasses. I know that there's a restaurant here that serves like beer samplers, but that would be absolutely amazing for shots for cans of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can,
just
and you can double it as
individual
a
servings.
disciplined paddle, and give yourself like a Lego butt.
But it has to be a lightning bolt. Okay, no.
No, I'm talking about the other one that looks like a Lego piece.
Lego butts 2020. Just saying, someone's gonna go walk away from their butt.
So is it all queued up? Are we ready?
Oh yeah, it has been.
Are we doing?
Yeah.
Let's do. Let's
Okay,
do Christmas.
we're all gonna have to be quiet, and we're
It's
gonna have
time
to
for
mute
Christmas.
ourselves.
Everyone has to physically mute themselves.
Okay.
All right, everybody,
Everyone mute.
Alt A, Alt A.
See, love
Anyone-
it, yeah.
There it is. There.
Anyone's not
He's
muted, I will
showing it.
mute them.
I'm muting myself. There you go.
All right, me too.
My inbox is full of Craigslist ads. Try to use good search terms. The prospect of a pickup makes me glad. Think I need new search terms. Multicades, machines that run on name. Control panels that border on insane. I just want a dedicated game. Fresh hope with each new Craigslist ad. Looking for a deal for me. What's a spam doing in my Craigslist ads? Concert tickets I don't need. Arcade Fire, you're in town now, Arcade Fire. My search has become a quagmire. Selling tickets just the deaf would desire. Clicking links reveals horrors I can't unsee. Could this have been a golden tee? Why is AstroTurf covering the CP? What is this? It makes my eyes bleed. Custom art gone awry. Why did these tempests have to die? Conversions that make me want to cry. We must save them or at least try. So I say to the clobbers everywhere, good luck with your search terms. Successful hunts to clobbers everywhere. Working games with no screen burn. Your grail, I hope you find your grail. Restorations and repairs that never fail. And good deals on every sale.
I love that little wink at the end. It gets me every time.
Yeah, that's great.
Which was really just a silly moment that was captured. Oh, that was fun.
And the disappearing screen burn on the Miss Pack, that was great.
Oh yeah, that was all Jim.
Yeah.
The magic of Hollywood.
And then last
few
year's
years ago
where
now.
the bar just got.
Oh, I know.
Well, this one wasn't after. It was kind of a last. It wasn't planned.
Yeah, that was not. We didn't have the time on that one. That was before. That was. Oh, back.
This was
when we
just supposed to
were
be
young
your
and naive.
PowerPoint presentation with
Yes,
your
exactly.
I like the arcade machine that has painted side art that looks like Missile Command.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
That's one of my favorites.
It was fun looking for all of that. Yeah.
The purple
yeah.
one. Yeah.
The purple one, yeah.
hairy Viking monster or whatever. Yeah.
Mine should have been in there somewhere. Although I didn't wreck a machine to make my machine, though. At least I built mine from scratch. It's not like I took a machine and fucked it up.
Wreck it to make it. Oh, Carrie, thank you. I loved it.
Thank you.
I really do. You guys should all clap right here.
We did. We clapped the first time.
We have, and again.
No, encore. I loved it, Carrie.
We have I think we have another video, don't we?
Yes,
do
we do.
Play them? Should we play them both?
One more.
Yeah, why not?
As well.
Okay.
Knock on the door.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
All right.
All right.
Alt A, everybody mute.
All right.
Everybody
here
shut
we go
up.
again.
Everybody
Here we
shut
go.
up.
I am.
Picked up a game, needs repairing. Got it cheap, so I'm not caring. I'll test it and see if a fuse it could be. Won't be waiting for parts to arrive. Playing blind, no HV crackle. Fly back in caps, I can tackle. An order I placed, the shipping is traced, just waiting for my parts to arrive. My order's lost somewhere in Wyoming. The post office doesn't really care. They said, have you spoken to the seller? We'll send again, but not overnight air. Chassis done. Nice sharp picture with graphics glitches and a flicker. A chip I may need, shipping from China I see. Just waiting for my parts to arrive. 10 weeks in, I finally get my order. Not fixed, it was connectors all along. $3 in parts and it'll be in working order. But shipping's another $6 and that's just wrong. Finally works, gameplay's bracing, though the art still needs replacing. Should have ordered that first, the wait time it will curse. Waiting for my art to arrive. Waiting for my art. Waiting for my art. Waiting for my parts to arrive.
Yay!
There we go.
Beautiful.
So much fun. And the bloopers reels, if you guys haven't, just
Yeah.
a reminder that those are out there. People can, those are actually
Yes.
long. For the blooper reel for that one is longer than the actual video, but it's a lot. You can
Yeah.
see it's a lot of fun.
We'll just blame Jim on that.
Yeah.
I went on YouTube and searched your Christmas songs. I didn't see this one. You get
Oh.
better and better
Yeah.
every single time.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
the-
the bar was raised.
Yeah.
No.
So the two that we had
come on.
tonight were
You
not
exceeded
on
that.
Gabe. The two that we had
Yes.
tonight were on Jim's channel, not on
Yeah.
the arcade channel.
That's the problem. I never saw them. I didn't see this one tonight or the one
They're on-
before
on
because
YouTube.
And they're on Clav too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
I don't have
proprietary.
Clav. I don't have Clav. I just
Ah.
searched your name on YouTube and I found a few of the other ones, but not these. It is amazing.
Oh,
I love them, Carrie.
thank you very much. Yeah.
The
No,
first
no,
time she's
no.
seen it. See, we got to add those to our
Oh, yeah.
channel.
Yes.
Don't you
Oh,
think?
yeah.
No, you guys really need to. I was searching high and low because I put the arcade hangout and then I put Carrie's. name.
Yeah, if you put
We
in
should
like
put our name thing, too.
arcade parody
didn't-
Christmas video.
I didn't even go that far. I just did Arcade Hangout and your name, and I saw your previous ones. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Carrie.
Yeah,
I
no,
love
I'm glad you,
them.
I'm
I
glad you
absolutely
enjoyed
love
them.
them. I
And
do.
then hopefully this next year, we finished filming this last weekend.
Awesome.
So hopefully, yeah,
Great.
we'll see if
No pressure, Jimbo.
no, yeah, exactly. Easy peasy. We're done filming, so it's like it takes like 5
yeah,
minutes.
I don't
right?
know about I don't know about next Tuesday. Possibly the Thursday would be.
When he gets a chance.
I will keep you guys
unless
updated.
you beer him. Or
So the outtakes and the 2 videos we just watched are in the IRC. Recommend subscribing and clicking the bell for Dinky Flips.
Oh no,
he's got
not
some
that.
good shit. He's got some good things there.
There you go. You get,
You can watch him kick
nothing
Cheyenne's
annoys me
ass.
more than when people on their own channel are like, "Oh, and be sure to hit the subscribe button and smash that like button and
so
hit
sick
the
of that.
bell." I
Well, see, you
fucking
had
hate it.
Seabart-
If
Why do you
sick
think
of
I
that.
did it?
That's
Yeah.
right.
People like your
Smash the like
channel,
button.
they're gonna do that. You don't need to push it like you're some
They
like
have to
poor
because that's their
person.
lived though.
Like,
That's like they have
like all the
to.
times we asked you guys to fucking smash the subscribe button for this fucking
Never.
channel.
I don't think we've ever said it.
I'm
No, I
pretty
know.
sure we actually discouraged that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's instant kick.
No, we actually asked for dislikes, I believe.
You guys, don't subscribe. We have nothing to offer.
yeah, which is true.
It's been the same thing since day one.
Yeah.
Don't subscribe. If you do, you know what you're in for. It's the same nonsense.
If you like this nonsense, here we are.
Certain pinball celebrity, you have no clue, right?
We promise nothing more than the nonsense that you're seeing.
I promise shenanigans. That's all I promise.
Right.
and a Carrie song once a year.
That's right.
and one good piece of content once a year.
Yeah, that's made by
Carrie.
Jim and Carrie, and we have nothing to do with it.
The rest of us are just riding the coattails.
Yeah, we're riding it.
Yes.
All the way.
For some
for
reason,
the
we do
year.
have 438 subscribers, which I'm kind of.
And we
impressed by.
apologize once a week to those guys.
Yep.
They're all bots. We paid
They're
for
all
them.
bots, yeah.
Yeah, they're paid for. Yeah, that shit's nuts.
It's just like the spots on here. We have to pay like $20 to get a view.
Yeah, we're paying for our
Oh,
subscribers.
you guys are being so dramatic.
all that
You guys are paid in
Seabart.
beer.
Seabart, I could almost
What?
guarantee there's
What?
probably been like
What?
1,000 or 2,000 more people that like clicked and listened to like 30 seconds and were like, nope.
Yep.
Oh,
At this
Nope,
hour,
nope, nope, a bunch
absolutely.
of times before they click the unsubscribe button.
oh, you guys are absolutely ridiculous. You need to all understand that everyone that comes on here, we're all just neighbors that have an arcade in our home because that's what it is. It's a local neighborhood community.
Well, we're a dying
Of
breed.
We are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, we are.
Perko just said, "Love this nonsense." And dude, like Carl,
Thanks, Perko.
you're a rare, special human being.
Thanks,
Thank
Necro.
you so
Thanks,
much.
everybody that
Yeah.
comes here every week.
And Perko is the one that made the
The coasters, yes.
Coasters.
Yeah.
Carl,
That we all love.
Carl's the bomb, man.
You're a fucking
No.
amazing human being.
No.
Coaster's actually in the arcade room because I had friends over this weekend.
Can
gotta go
can
get
he
my
post
coaster.
it so we can buy some? Because I would like to buy
That's
some.
on him.
right?
yeah, go
Yeah,
to
that's
our
all
You know what I mean?
I would love to have a shop.
yeah, go to
You
our
know?
Amazon arcade
No, we need
hangout
to.
Yeah.
shop and
We got merch.
Where-
just,
Yes,
Yeah. We don't have any of that stuff.
We don't have any merch.
Although
of
There we
course,
go.
of course
Oh,
there
that's
is.
the
You
paper ones.
there you go.
You-
it would
you
be
can,
it would be
you
fun
can buy
to
a
maybe,
DVD of Carrie's
We can-
Christmas arcade collection.
that would be amazing.
Right after this year, I'm retiring. I'm just gonna
Okay,
live off
that's
the
it.
hog
Is this the
proceeds.
Final
last
order.
year? Oh my
Everyone better
God.
place
Go
their
back to
order in.
poems.
Yeah,
Go
could be,
back
oh
here.
my God, yeah.
Yes, no.
Jim would
it-
say yes because they were
Chris,
so much
Gag
easier.
Alright, so-
holding
Oh.
up the
there
coaster.
we go.
Yeah, that's the coaster that
There's
Carl
Perko's
Perkins
stuff.
made.
Yeah,
which
go
is
back
a
to poems.
fucking
I took
amazing piece of
Yeah.
kit
Okay.
right there. That's fucking cool.
Yes.
Perko. I used to
Mock-
have like
mock
shitty like
top-
ones like these, and now we replaced all of them in my arcade room
Yeah.
with those coasters. So just let you know, yeah.
So
Lots of
maybe
shit.
at some point we could actually like do like a fuck man. I don't want to make any money though. So like
No, it's
I would be
really-
happy
it-
to do like all of our previous shirts. Like we could potentially do.
You need
I still
to.
have all the
I'd buy them
designs.
all, but I would have to
Could we
cut
do
them
a
in the front.
Teespring that would allow people to just to buy all of our previous shirts
If
from
they
all
want
the
'em.
events we've ever done? The
Yes. You know what?
the
Hey,
Brofest
Dave, you want to sell
tournaments
any
and
of
the
your
fucking-
own
Anybody care about
arcade
that?
hangout T-shirts? I'll buy them. Or Grink Fest.
No one wants to make
I'll
any
buy
money
them.
though.
No,
we're not
it
about
needs
making
to
money on this channel.
somehow
Yeah,
be
like I just want to
put
publish them
in.
out there if someone wants them. Like, so there was the guy that Mock, like you reached out to, and you found the guy who did the no, sorry, it was Gak. Gak,
Oh,
you
I got one even
the guy
better.
who did the Wacko fucking artwork.
You guys need
And I
to
was like,
sell
Jesus
jars
Christ, man,
of
I don't
Dave's
have any
hot
t-shirts
dogs.
for that guy.
Here.
Those
Yeah.
t-shirts, right? But like,
And
I
it's
would
called
love him to
Dave
have that
from
t-shirt. 'cause he fucking
Buffalo,
originally
and
did
you
the
put
original design
buffalo
work for
sauce mixed in
Gabby.
with
Give me
Bud
1
Light
second.
with. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm getting
Dave, it's
way
time.
ahead of
Just
myself.
give me 1 second.
Dave from
Tell the
Buffalo, it's
story.
time right
So
now.
Gabby,
Yeah.
I'll totally like open up. You can talk in a second.
Okay,
Tell the story real quick.
All
Real
right.
quick.
So what Andrew
Real quick.
what Andrew's mentioning was so on
The
Facebook.
original guy, yeah.
So I'll kind of tell the backstory there. So on
Real quick.
Facebook,
This is such a good story.
Phoenix Arcade, who does reproduction artwork, he posted stuff on Facebook about he's reproducing the actual glass bezels for Wacko.
Yeah.
The glass bezels from Wacko, which has the angled
weird
cuts.
angled, yeah.
I mean, really complex, expensive stuff. And the original creator of the artwork for Wacko, somehow, I guess he kind of follows stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Started chiming in and saying like, I think his name's like Paul Nienerman or something like that.
Yeah, I had to look it up on Facebook too.
But so he commented on it, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a lot of fans of your stuff, and I did a link to the whack off. I was like, yeah, we even did a tournament last year. And he said, oh man, that's awesome. You got any shirts? Can I get one?
I know.
He's like a size large or XL, and
He wanted it large.
Does that
XL,
mean that you guys all whack off into it? I'm sorry, it's real.
No, so although to be honest, Gabby,
that's a
you
special
and
glow in the
James
dark image.
you guys got the last t-shirts that I have. So the only t-shirt I have left from Whack Off.
I
know you guys asked for it and I had it. So
but they're very special because when you put them under a neon light, like going into a hotel
they
room,
are UV sensitive.
Yes.
If you dance by a Tron,
yeah, I can show
you
you
have
that
splatters.
right
Do you have a
now.
Tron, Gabby?
Yes,
So,
sir,
but
I
I think,
do.
Andrew,
you ready? You ready?
I did post
you
back
actually
to him.
sent him your artwork,
But I had to cut the shirt. I had to cut it.
to spice it up a little.
So
huh?
so just to finish, just to finish the
Too
story.
tight around the neck.
Just to finish the story real
You
quick.
gotta let the kittens loose.
So Gak was asking. He posted to me and he asked the original. So this is the original artwork guy from Wacko.
Yes.
The guy who did the design work for Wacko.
Like actually drew it.
So
But
Andrew, here's a
artwork.
quick thought. Maybe we should reach out to him.
I
See if he
did.
wants to-
Should. Do you
see if
make
he wants to
underwear?
come on and talk
like
about
that?
it.
I would love to have him. Oh my God. Yes.
Why don't we have him on?
I'll
That's
tell you.
what I was. That's what I was.
I'll give him my last extra large shirt, which is my shirt, for that
No,
event if he'll come on and talk about it.
I want a hat
Or
like that.
can we
I
can
want
we
some
produce
boxer
the
shorts for James. Some coasters that are sprinkled like that. We can go a poster.
if you want
a
UV
poster
sensitive
just- yes.
shorts, we can all
Yes.
produce those.
I want a Nat tournament poster.
Just don't take any of our
sprinkled.
underwear near a black light.
Sprinkled. I want to frame it and put it in my next to my Tron.
If you want to make your husband
Andrew,
wear them,
I hope there
that's
wasn't any like misprints of those shirts that have like random splatters.
Yeah.
Extra? You mean
Yeah.
The
extra
white ink.
bonus?
Yeah.
The white ink
You
splattered
entered the
somewhere.
bonus level.
No, so James and Gabby
Dalmatian
and
dots.
I still have one. I still have one XL, but it's earmarked for Richie Knuckles. But he's not reached back to me. I've reached out to him a bunch of times trying to send him.
He just got electrocuted recently. Did you see that post? That's so
No.
funny. Did you see
Anyway.
that, Gak?
Anyways, I got to rock, you guys.
I think it would be really cool
Night,
to be able
Jim.
to
Play yourself
reproduce.
off.
See you guys.
a bunch of
Right,
shirts
Jimbo.
that you've
Yep.
done.
Yep.
Night, Jim.
I'll catch you
All
guys
right.
later.
Oh, you're
See ya.
really out.
Good night.
And I
Right.
still have the artwork, so it would be really fun to do like maybe some reprints
Well,
of
there
our
goes our
stuff that
sound
we've done
effects.
for all the
Yeah.
events.
Yes. No, a lot
Just
of
put them on
the old,
Teespring or something like that. Like,
Mhm.
like we can't afford to print them ourselves. But like, if we could like put them up
No, there's-
someplace and let people like want to buy the old
I mean,
event
does
shirts.
Teespring
and
Yeah,
goodies.
even
orders?
even
They just-
hats.
I have all the old design work, so I could totally put that shit up somewhere. It's a
That
possibility.
would be absolutely
But the
great.
thing is, no one here wants to make a penny from it. So we could do
No.
that stuff, but we'd have to figure out where that money goes.
Speak for
so we'd have to
yourself.
like decide.
How about
like,
to the Zoom fund?
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
Yeah,
that's
that
not a
would
bad
no,
idea.
but I mean, like,
be really
could we figure out like some sort of charity we would donate every proceed
No.
for?
I know the
Yeah, would it
way
even
that
pay
goes.
our Zoom bill? I mean, that's
Yeah.
just it.
Or
Pay
pay
the
the Zoom bill, but like
Yeah.
that gets into weird territories too.
Then pay all
Because
the
then all of a
beer
sudden we're
it
asking
takes
people for
to
money to
keep
pay for the event.
everybody going. Like I would like to sponsor GAC for Moonraker.
All right.
All
well,
right.
Absolutely. Yes. You know,
We're not
beer
doing
me-
that shit though.
just beer
Yeah.
me one beer.
Yeah.
One
like,
beer.
Yeah.
I love the idea, but like the thing is, like, I won't promote that.
No,
Like, the thing
yes.
is, like,
I'm just
every
I'm
penny
poking
we
fun.
yeah,
you
I know, I get that too. But like, we're saying it on air, so it means something. So the thing is like, I would do something, but like, it would have to be to a charity. I would not.
No,
I'm
you
not
know,
taking a
does
penny
it
and putting it
cost-
in my pocket for the design
Does it
work I've
cost
done or
money
that
to
stuff.
have a website or to be able to pay for shipping?
Even
To
none of
supply
that, I don't-
everybody, you know, it's all cost and effect, and it eventually costs money to ship,
It does.
to pay
don't-
for the shirts.
Well, I
and
think the Teespring thing is
But if
all
we could do something like
self-sufficient. There's-
that, where it's like someone else pays
potentially
for it.
make like somewhere between $1 and
Yeah.
$5 a shirt or something like that.
Right, but I would want to donate that to a charity or something like that. Like we should pick like a,
Oh yes.
you know, like I don't. This is a non. As far as I'm concerned, this show has always been non-profit.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, you guys are talking about design work that I've done, and
I don't do design
I will not
work.
give my designs away for profit. It's never been for
Are there
profit,
any
and I would
arcade
not take a
based
profit.
charities out there?
I don't want to pay for it. I'd rather give that shit to Amnesty International or some other thing. But
St.
like
Jude's is another one.
I wouldn't.
that's been
I
out
wouldn't.
there.
I wouldn't do that stuff for this group to promote it unless we all agree on a charity. But like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is all nonsense.
No,
because-
it's not nonsense, because I would love to buy coasters, hats,
Yeah.
extra t-shirts.
I would love for everyone to buy
and
designs
I
that
will
we've done.
pay for that if it takes a large bulk to buy whatever it costs, and then
Yep,
other people
but I
want
will
them.
not sell my designs for profit. So no one here is going to make a penny off of the shit that I've done, and I hope that no one else feels the same way about this content.
No,
You know? So I would give my shit away. I will donate everything I've ever done, but it's not for profit.
Forgot
Because-
to talk
Nothing we
about
do
a-
is for profit.
No, because we're
That's the theme of the
neighbors,
show.
and we're just a bunch of arcade collectors that have a bunch of arcades in our home.
Yep.
That
You can take
If
my
you walk-
my
if
Dick
you walk
Wiener
across-
pics and I'll put them on a t-shirts and boxer shorts and hats, whatever you want.
I
but
thought
will
there
not take
was
a
no
penny.
dick pics anywhere. I thought there was no dick pics anywhere.
I've done a bunch of dick pics for Brofest. You've apparently never been.
Sausage.
But like
man.
all those designs, I will give away for
Sausage.
free, but I'm not taking a penny.
It's been
but I would
cured,
love people to have
ladies.
them.
It's been cured. Cured sausage.
I mean, nothing makes me happier than seeing my wiener on someone's t-shirt.
Oh.
But I will not
It's
take a
also
penny
because
for it.
you're 6 foot something.
6'7", if you're wondering. But yeah.
That's
No, but like,
scary.
well,
Talking
we,
baby
we,
arm.
we can talk about that. This is a very late night
Is
talk
that a hot
about
dog
this.
with a bun, or is it just?
I've
a
done
hot
buns
dog?
before,
Okay.
but
Not for me.
we can talk about this as a possibility at some point in the future. But like at the end of the day, my whole thing is that like my design work is for free.
There you
I
go.
donate my shit to whatever, and if we do
Nice.
stuff
A
to
nice
sell
I'm
spatter.
just
t-shirts,
still
Yeah,
or-
very
thinking
nice,
about the whole.
thanks, Dave. Yep, Dave's flashing dick pics over there.
Yeah.
I just
Showing us his
know-
wiener.
Wiener.
Yep, it's a good
Yeah,
wiener.
but a
That's
hot
the
dog-
original
Mustard
wiener.
on 'em. mustard on the belly.
That's because you're all
Little mustard
male.
splooge on the belly there.
Yeah, that was a classic.
Maybe Carrie knows what I'm talking about, but a hot dog with a bun, that's not long. It's like
Bite the pillow, sweetie.
fucking thick, you know?
Yeah, we're going off the rails.
I
here.
actually have no
so
idea
anyway,
what you're talking about.
Okay.
End of the day, the whole
agree,
point of
Gary?
that was
She's dealing with
Yeah.
a hot dog, not the hot dog with the
at
bun.
the end of the day
okay?
is I will give my art weight away for
Jimbo is
one
not here to
do
defend
t-shirts.
himself, okay?
I had a news item I wanted to go over real
please.
quick.
Cool.
Please derail us
Nudes
from this
Item.
conversation.
Hey, we
A
gotta
news
go.
item. All right, it's not really
gotta
news.
go.
It's not really news,
Boom.
but I found this really cool. Here, let me get a copy of this link here. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in our
The
IRC
sling,
chat.
the sling or the sling?
So, there's this channel. Orange Whip and I both follow for Electronic Playground, and it's a Canadian channel. I don't know, Bart, you probably know it. But he interviewed two people from arcade creators of classic arcade games, and a few weeks ago he interviewed Yoshiki Akamoto, and he's the creator of Time
Playground.
Pilot.
Yeah, I know those guys.
Yeah, Time Pilot. So he created Time Pilot at 21 years old.
Wow.
How old he was when he made it. And he talks about how the game originally started out as a driving game, and it morphed into this spaceship game. And it's kind of interesting when he talks about details of creating it.
I know this game. I know
You know
that
Time
game.
Pilot. That's a popular one.
Yes, I do. You know, it just shows you the diversity of where his mind was at to where and what everyone was playing, because sometimes you get stuck on, you know, just like Mortal Kombat. Imagine if that morphed into something else or something different, even though it was a fighting game where, you know, you have your each own characters that come together and they fight each other, and they all each have their own different, you know, graphics to how they defeat each character. But this completely changed into something completely different, and they had intermissions of something a little bit different than what the actual game was. Absolutely love it. I know what you're talking about. I didn't know who the creator was. Great game.
Yeah, so that's a classic out there.
Yes.
I just thought it was interesting that you actually hear from somebody who actually worked on it. There's also another interview that he did about a week after that or so for the guy who created
cool.
Samurai Showdown. You guys have all played that.
Yes, love
so,
that.
So that creator is Yusuke Adachi. I'm terrible with Japanese names. But anyway, I posted a link in the IRC chat if you want to watch that later. But it's just kind of fun I love seeing interviews with people that worked on, you know, were one of the main creators on games. You know, it's just kind of neat. The guy that did Time Pilot actually worked on Street Fighter, and Jim's not here. I was going to talk about it so you could say, but he talks about Street Fighter.
I love Street
Fighter 2, I should say. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
One and two. And he says how hard it was to work at Capcom. It was a really stressful work environment compared to other places he worked at.
I'm sure.
Yeah, sometimes
Capcom was hardcore.
They probably put a lot of pressure on him to try to achieve and accomplish more.
Well, it's more corporate than like when he worked at Century or whatever it was for Time Pilot. So
yeah.
No, but
absolutely.
anyway, it was a good watch when everybody's
good. I actually didn't know about it. I'm gonna actually watch it because I do know those games and I love to play them.
Yeah, those are classics. Both of them I think are fun.
So Mark, what was the name of that again?
The name of the channel on YouTube is
Electric Playground.
Yeah, Electric Playground Network now. They used to be on G4 when that channel used to be on TV.
G4. And G4
used to be,
was a really good show.
Yeah, it was fun. And he had a show called Electronic Playground. I think was the name of the show. It was him and Tommy Tallarico. And Tommy Tallarico is the one that is coming out with the new Intellivision system.
That's right. I recall seeing that.
Yeah, and he's responsible. He's a sound designer. He did the original music and sound for Prince of Persia. That's how far back.
I think
you
like
go. That-
Terminator 2 also.
Terminator
like
2 on CD, yeah, on the Sega CD. Awesome music in that if you ever get a chance to check it out.
Well, if you
the
guys,
Earthworm Jim and all that stuff.
yes,
a lot
love
of games.
Earthworm Jim.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, I don't know if
Tommy Tallarico is huge in the business. Yeah.
I watch a lot of Japanese shows, and they actually have a show on there that just talks about all kinds of different video games that are coming out. You know, just like we have Grand Theft Auto. That's now based on different cities here locally. They're also doing video games there that actually recreate store by store, you know, pace by pace as you're walking through the actual city. This is a video game that you can go and interact with it, and as you're walking down Main Street, you know, all the stores and everything that you're going through is live there to what you can actually play. And that's completely different to, you know, even us here in LA. We have, you know, Grand Theft Auto LA, Miami, but we don't actually have a video game that shows a walkthrough to the area that we're living in. Exactly how it is there. They have a 3-dimensional city where you can walk through and actually play the game to where you're living. And yes, it is a major city, but Japan is, I guess it's kind of like LA, you know, kind of like where you're Mock or GAC, or, you know, there isn't an interactive city where you can find a video game that's based store by store, or even the neighborhood where you're living in, to be exactly how it is in a video game system. So in Japan, they're having these machines walk through and categorize all the stores and everything that is there live to
Well, they're
make the
sort of
video
doing
game.
with Google mapping, where they're mapping
Yeah,
out all the
but
roads
Google
and shit.
Maps is not a video game.
No, it's
You
not a video
know?
game, but that's still mapping
No,
everything.
yeah.
though.
No, it is. It's absolutely amazing. And there's a lot of new discoveries that are going on because of that. But it's just nice because Grand Theft Auto, you know, it's sort of more of a basis to where we are here in the States, and it's more interactive, just like it is in Miami. And I know this because, you know, GTA, when you used to see it from an aerial view, was just blocks moving on the streets, and now it's a lot more into it, you know.
More detailed, yeah.
Oh, it definitely is. It's completely different. So in Japan, you know, there are a lot more video games out there that are based in the city as to what everything is going on there per face.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just completely different. But I know it's off subject because we were talking about all kinds of different things that were going to be sold or trying to get a database sold. And I was talking about Dave from Buffalo's hot dogs and Bud Light being sold in a jar. Can I get it with a dash of hot sauce in it?
Oh.
You know?
You don't want that.
Dave,
Well, there might be a
gonna make it
plumber's
out to Southern
nightmare.
California in March.
A Frank's Red Hot, preferably.
Oh, Frank's Red
Ugh, that's not a hot sauce. That's water.
Oh, oh, come on, Steve Bart. Okay, can you just put some cayenne in it and call it Dave's special sauce?
Oh shit!
What do you guys?
Oops, what?
What weekend in March?
Yeah. Oh no.
Pee-wee's weekend.
Around the
Mark, it's when no,
yeah,
I
then we
thought-
can
I
talk
thought-
later about that.
Yeah, I thought
offline.
no, I thought Dave was coming out here on some event to
I
LA
can always
in
show up at the
March.
last minute. Dave's got airline.
Yeah, you're magic that way.
Yeah.
Is that the no magic sauce in the hot
And
dogs? Okay.
so when I was flying this weekend, Dave, I was thinking of you with the I keep trying to remember the exact expression, the
high altitude
beverage engineer. Is that right?
Yeah.
And
Because
and it was,
when you're way up there, sometimes the oxygen doesn't reach you unless you pull the mask down to your face. Isn't that what they tell you?
not I think not exactly, but but it was funny what the flight attendant was that on my flight back was a man who had looked like he was maybe from Hawaii. He had some Hawaiian tattoos, and he was doing his thing with actually the the mask will fall down and his tattoo is showing. It was and he pulls his shirt down to cover it because he has this right there had like a band and kind of giggled when he did it. He had one on each side. I don't know if there was is there some sort of regulation or some sort of do they discourage?
I don't know. The tattoos were not as big as they are now. I don't remember. I mean, people I guess didn't have a lot of tattoos. I mean, it changed generational. Like boom, all of a sudden, bam! In like 10 years, everyone's got it.
Yeah.
It was like a weird thing because Gak and I, we're tatted up. We got our gangs all over here.
Yeah.
We got sleeves. But I mean, all of a sudden it changed.
Now they put them around their eyes, on their face, and neck. Like no shame, no holding back. Just do it.
I mean, I don't care. It's just like, man, you might want to think twice about this. You're 19, doing something that's like forever on your face.
Yeah.
If it's on your where nobody can see it, then whatever. You got something to joke about to your grandkids. It's like, oh, look what I did.
Yeah.
But, like things change from the time you're 19.
You guys don't know about my tattoos, do you?
Yeah. Not yet.
You could regret or whatever.
No, I have some I regret.
But it doesn't matter. It's not on your face. It's not on your hands.
Yeah.
It's not, all over. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can wear it. Wait, I've never seen you in short sleeves, have I?
No, you will never see me in short sleeves.
Really? Well,
Nope.
you have regretful tattoos on your arms?
Nope. But you'll never see me in short sleeves. I don't show off my tattoos.
That's what it is that
What if it's 95 degrees?
Doesn't matter.
You're always in long sleeves?
Yes.
You'll see me
Because
in
you have
long
tattoos
sleeves.
on your arms that you don't want anyone to see?
Nobody here has ever seen me in short sleeves. You always see me.
Even though we've seen his nipple. You know what it is?
I'll show you my
Dave?
nipples. But you're never gonna see. But you're never gonna see my tattoos.
I will not.
Regretful tattoos on both arms.
No, I'm just not into tattoo. I have a bunch of tattoos, but you guys will never see them.
You know what? All I have to
see
say is that no, because tattoos.
I'm just not into being. I've never showed off.
It's a personal thing for you.
Yeah, it's never been a thing where it's like I'm trying to show off about tattoos.
I'll show them. I'll show them to you, but it's not something that I, because tattoos now are like.
It used to be a big deal, and that's when I got them.
It used to be, and I used to joke with my father all the time and say I had a big old eagle on my ass, and when I flapped it,
we're gonna need to
was
see
just
that.
flying. No, I'm just. It's just something that I'm saying. Never
We're gonna
had
see those.
So if something happens next year, no. So if we go to Eagle next year for Grinkers, if we do something at Grinkers next year, which is still up in the air, there's going to be an Eagle in Eagle.
No,
will there be a tattoo off of like who shows who what? But yeah.
I got one on my leg that says made in Canada.
Very personal.
You know what? Getting just like you see everyone now getting all those tattoos and getting full sleeved, it's a hype. I have a dragon tattoo on my shoulder, which I got when I was 18, and I also have a matching Japanese tattoo somewhere else with my sisters because it was like a pack thing. Imagine if we all got matching tattoos in the arcade community. It's gonna be an ego,
actually.
people. No,
would be
no,
an
I'm
interesting challenge.
just putting it.
So
It's gonna
wait,
be an
no, no.
eagle.
Hold on a
flapping.
second. Like just to break that
Not
down. Like
mine,
if you
yours.
guys all want to get
No.
tattoos at some point, one of these stupid events,
It's gonna be on my toe. That's where it's gonna be.
would
on
you
my
guys
toe.
get tattoos with
So,
us?
Yeah, the big
And what
one.
would they be? All right, so it doesn't even matter. Like hypothetically speaking,
I gotta show
I
my
wanna-
tattoo.
what would be the tattoo that this
I want a
group would all
tattoo
get
on my
together?
arm that says
I
I hate
gotta-
tattoos.
Yeah.
I gotta show my toe. I have to show my toe because there's nothing on there.
I think
That's
that would be
where
a
I
really
would get
funny,
it.
a really funny question to make. We haven't done this, and we actually don't even have the full group here. But I think it would be
Because
really
people
fun
don't
to ask the
do
question: is like,
that.
what would be our group tattoo that we would all do together at
It's
one
a
of these stupid
commitment,
events?
like having a child.
Oh my
not
God.
even
And then
like
we go
having
to some
children.
place and
Children
what will we
leave
tattoo?
after they're 18.
We can't even agree on
okay?
a
I know,
on a
right? So Gabby, give me 1
yeah.
second.
On anything.
So let me just wrap this
yeah,
idea up.
including
Let me
our
just
logo.
Wrap this stupid
We have
idea
yet
up.
we've yet to commit to a long-term logo.
I know,
'cause we
right?
cannot agree. So all those who think they know what our logo looks like, we don't even know what our logo looks like.
I would get the logo on because it's so.
All right, Dave. So,
innocent.
Dave's vote is for the logo, but like, where do we put it?
Yeah, and I wouldn't do the logo. I'm not even in agreement with the logo.
What's the logo?
What do you want? Because you don't like the logo?
No,
Well, that's what
I don't.
I'm
I mean,
saying,
it's
like-
fine. It's fine, but it's bland. It's. I don't think it. I was.
What would
it was,
you want
it
something
was the
to do?
temporary. This will do better than
All right,
nothing.
so like we
than
all
what
go
we
like,
had logo.
all right, we
so
all love Ms. Pac-Man or whatever it is, right? And we tattoo.
No.
that.
we got nothing.
I know. I'm
Miss
just throwing out there as an
Pac-Man can eat
idea,
my
but like
ass,
we're gonna
okay?
do
That's
a
where it will
tattoo.
be.
What would this group do as a tattoo?
Oh dear
Jack.
God,
Where would
Gak,
we
what the
put it?
hell is that?
So that's the guy with the mustache is a BMXer friend of mine from like 25 years ago, and he's a professional tattoo artist. Look at the one on his face.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Next to
That's a commitment.
that's Christian Hosoi, who's like a famous skateboarder from the 80s.
Great.
Like good
I
person.
can't do all that on my face.
Yeah, it's
I like
crazy.
Necros' second tattoo.
He had like
on
5 or
his
6
face.
tattoos when I knew him.
That's so
But
gross.
now he's just covered, like his whole
It's like
head,
a
works,
big
it
giant
face, whole
asshole
body.
on a cat.
All right. All right, but we've all been friends for like 10 years now. So like, can we get a tattoo, group tattoo? And the question
Yeah.
is what would that tattoo
All right, I'm
be?
pussy. I can't
And-
get a tattoo. I'm not gonna do it.
Shut the fuck up, Dave.
I'm gonna
No,
get a
yeah,
single
You
dot.
were the one
This
who
is
was
our
bailing
fun-
out on me
fun
talking about
chatter.
like
Although-
jumping on a
Alright.
trampoline. You're like, I'm not doing any
Yeah.
drugs.
All right, Andrew,
I can do
Andrew,
a freckle on a toe.
Andrew, I'm not doing any drugs.
I'm not doing any
Andrew,
drugs.
Andrew, just for you, I'll get a little mustard squiggle on the bottom side of my wiener.
Oh shit! Doing wiener tattoos?
Oh my god, that's brave.
That's a deep
All right.
commitment, Gab.
And I'm gonna stretch it out, and it's gonna be like a pepper, and we're gonna do like Peter Pepper on it. So when it's small, it just says Pep.
Yeah, there you go.
No, what? Doing it on
So
the road.
for fun, just for fun, a proper fun question. I think we should ask the group. Like, all right, we've been friends for a long time. The tattoo thing. If we were all to get a tattoo, what would it be, and where would you put it? Right? It's a crazy conversation.
Oh yeah, no,
but
it's
like,
a fun question.
yeah, and it doesn't mean we're committing to it. I'm not saying we all have to like get tattoos of something.
Hey, Dave Lope,
But if you fall
Grinkers
asleep
2020.
if you fall asleep at Grinkers,
Yeah, you're getting a
2020,
tattoo.
don't be too
Yeah.
surprised if you don't wake up with. Anyway, I'm
you
gonna
fall
head.
asleep in the
Guess
E-Dog.
what you
I-
won?
Carrie.
I had to have to get some stuff done. It was fun,
Yes.
you guys.
I'm gonna
Good
take
night.
off too, guys.
Hi, Carrie.
I got a lot to do
It's time.
tomorrow.
Wait,
See,
let's,
so- yeah,
let's
exactly.
go ahead and just kill it. Devo, you want to take us out of here?
All
Thank you
right.
for the killing.
As Donnie and Marie used to always say, good night, everyone.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
So
what we got
this
show.
was
All
episode 198.
198, I
198.
think. Yeah.
198.
198. Holy
All
God.
right.
1-9.
Yeah, we can dance to Skeleton Dick like we're listening to.
Yeah.
And nobody puts music at the front of it, by the way. I just checked.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Gax
Oh,
was
I
today.
love
Mox is playing
Mox
with his kitty.
Pussycat.
I'm playing with my
There he
pussy.
is. Yes, he is.
Aw, cute. And we know where that pussy poops too.
Yeah, oh man.
Yes.
And then she's biting my microphone.
Yeah, she
Oh.
is.
We can hear it.
Yes.
This is a full-grown. She looks like a kitten, but she's a full-grown cat.
Yeah.
Oh, she's bluish.
Oh, cute.
Oh, stop.
What a
What's
cutie.
that?
What's going on here?
We're
What are you
petting
guys
your
doing?
pussy. We're petting Mox.
All right. Good night, everyone. We'll be
Good night,
back
everyone.
next week.
All right.
Night, everybody.
Hasta la pasta.